The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Today's mystery drama is drawn from life. When the curtain rises on this presentation of the Mystery Theater, you will be drawn into that maelstrom that in our lifetime has affected more people than in any century before this, the Holocaust. But we are not here to survey millions. This is one woman's vengeance, an eye for an eye and blood for blood. Our mystery drama, The Final Step, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by G. Frederick Lewis and stars Marion Seldes and Roberta Maxwell. The time is now. It is late evening. Fog rolls in across the Jersey meadows. On the turnpike, cars venture carefully, making allowances for vision obscured through their windshields. Up ahead, flares announce an accident. Like an overturned bug, sprawled across the highway, a sedan lies on its roof. An ambulance swings away with its passenger.
I'm a medic, ma'am. I'm not a policeman. You don't have to explain anything to me. The trooper behind us will ask all the questions when we get to the hospital.
I'm sorry about all this. Now, are you from Market Street Hospital?
Yeah, how'd you know?
You're a paramedic with the ambulance service.
Do I know you?
No, I work at General Hospital. I'm a nurse's aide.
No kidding. Yeah, what lousy luck for you. I mean, it's good luck that you're getting out of the wreck. It could have been worse. Did I make the bandage on your arm too tight?
No, it's all right. I'm fine.
You sure? Maybe I better do it again.
Oh?
Oh, it is too tight. Look, I'll redo it nice and easy and careful. Don't you worry. There. It's all off. Hey, what are those numbers on your arm? What do you know? You mind me asking, what does 18333 mean, huh?
It was out. The tattoo I'd hidden for years from everybody. Except Jacob. Marks no one had ever seen since I'd grown up. They couldn't find anything wrong with me at the hospital, and I called home.
You what?
I'm all right, Jacob. I'm all right.
I was beginning to get really worried. I was just going to call the police.
No, you don't have to. I'm right here at General. Come to the emergency entrance. There's a state trooper here. He's going to ask me some questions.
Sweetheart, are you sure you're all right?
I'm fine. The car is a mess. I can go home as soon as you come to get me.
I'll be there in half an hour.
Well, hurry, will you, darling?
Of course I will. But I'm not going to go so fast on a foggy night to have an accident like some people I know.
Oh.
How did it happen?
I'll tell you the whole story as soon as you get here. Goodbye.
Well, I'd like to know the whole story, too. Are you Mrs. Naomi Berger?
Yes, I am.
Yes, well, my name is Johnson. I'm a state trooper.
I know. I can tell by your hat.
Well, I'm sorry to have to detain you this late at night, but I have to file this report.
My husband won't be here right away. He drives so slowly.
Yes, it's not a bad idea. You were pretty lucky, Mrs. Berger. I mean, real lucky, I'd say. Car turned over like that. And now the doctor tells me a couple of bruises and scratches. Do you think you can remember what happened?
Oh, yes. And did you ask the other driver?
Well, there was another driver?
Well, the man who stopped short in front of me. He caused the whole thing.
Oh, well, there was nobody there but you when we got there. What can you tell me?
I was behind a car, and he suddenly put on his brakes, and I tried to avoid him, and well, then I'm not exactly sure what happened after that.
According to a witness, your car climbed the guardrail and then flipped over.
Yes.
Well, could you describe the car in front of you that suddenly stopped?
I don't think so. It all happened so fast.
Well, I don't suppose you saw anything of the license plate, did you?
Yes, I did. There were 3 3s in it. And the letter A.
The letter A and 3 3s. Do you remember any more than that?
More than what?
Well, do you remember any more numbers or letters on that license plate?
What are you talking about?
The car in front of you that stopped without warning. You said you saw the letter A and 3 3s on the plate.
I did. I don't know why I said that. When is my husband coming to take me home? I don't want to say anything until he gets here.
Yes, well, I'll tell you what. I won't ask you any more questions tonight. I'll stop by your house tomorrow and we'll go on from there. Is that okay?
Yes, I'm all right. I just want to go home.
Good morning, Naomi. I thought we'd have breakfast in the garden today.
Oh, Jacob, you're the sweetest husband. Oh, you made breakfast and everything.
The least I could do for an injured wife. How do you feel this morning, darling?
Oh, let me have some coffee first. Then I'll tell you.
Help yourself. And the toast before it gets too cold. There was a state trooper who phoned earlier. He was to come to see you. I told him you were still asleep. He's coming over this afternoon.
Oh.
Darling, what is it? You dropped your cup.
I don't know what it is. My hand started to shake.
After last night, that is not so strange.
Oh.
Well, we won't talk about what happened. We'll put it all out of our minds.
But I want to talk about it.
Are you sure?
Yes. Where's the marmalade?
It's right in front of you.
Oh.
Anyway, the troopers said I should tell you they were trying to track down the license plate with the letter A and the 3 3s. When he realized he had not asked you the color of the plate, so they could identify which state it was.
I never said anything to him about A and 3 3s.
Naomi, could you have said that because,
Out of shock, maybe. In the ambulance, this young paramedic saw the A18333 on my arm. Could I have been so confused that I said that about the license plate of the car I almost ran into? I didn't tell you, did I? He was driving that car. Carl Dürer.
Naomi, makes sense. How could it have been him? Now, I wish you would put all this behind you. It's making you see things, and what is worse, believe them. Now, give it up, sweetheart. Give it all up. What is past is past.
I'll never give up. How can I?
How could you have seen the face of a man in a car in front of you at night?
Oh, Jacob, you just know it. You remember London?
What? It was like that? When you spotted him on Waterloo Bridge and he ran away from you?
Tonight he knew I was right there behind him.
Well, if he did, and he stopped short on purpose, you might have been killed.
The Lord has other plans for me.
Don't make it too hard for the Lord to protect you. How many years is it now that you've been following this man?
I don't count it in years, Jacob. I count it in lives. My mothers, my fathers, and my sisters. You didn't know them, or you wouldn't dream of saying to me, give up.
My darling Naomi, they are gone. Death camps, Nazis, crematoria. It is all part of history. It is over now.
Not for me. Ever.
Well, look at it dispassionately. Let us say that Carl Dürer is here in New Jersey.
He is.
And you have chased him, hunted him down from Auschwitz to Genoa to London to Argentina to New Jersey.
Are you denying it was him?
Of course it was. So he is here now, somewhere, in some town or city. Where does he live? Under what name?
I have found out before. I can do it again.
Why is he driving in front of you on the turnpike at night, or know it was you behind him?
Professor, what point are you making?
Naomi, is it not possible it has become an obsession?
It is an obsession. I don't deny that. You ask how did he know? I'll answer. When I came out of the hospital after the night shift, there was a car parked ahead of mine. Carl Dürer walked to that car and unlocked it. He turned for a moment and looked at me. Then he got in it and drove off.
So that is how the accident happened. You were chasing him. So he recognized you, you say. But he did not know who you were. Maybe somebody from his past, somebody who could identify him.
He knows I've seen him before.
If the man in the car is the camp doctor who caused the death of your family...
Oh, Jacob, don't be so mealy-mouthed. Caused the death. Killed them. Murdered them.
If you want now to bring him to justice, you have to stop putting him on his guard by chasing him. Now, we may have to enlist the help of an international lawyer. We have to get enough evidence together to punish him legally.
You may have to do it that way, Jacob. I don't have to. All I have to do is follow him until he stands still long enough for me to kill him.
Carl, what did you ring for? Don't you have your key? Where have you been?
I lost my house key and my key to work.
I told you to put them on the same ring with the car keys. Look what time it is.
Anna, please. I can't think anymore. Can I have some coffee?
Of course. Carl, take your shoes off. Sit in the big chair.
This was a bad night for me, Anna.
The whole night. And what time is it now? 10 o'clock in the morning, and you're not at work. What will Mr. Perlman say?
What will he say? Carl, I hired you at the recommendation of my foreman, Ernst. Yeah, good work with your fingers assembling the transistors. I made you a section supervisor. We have a small shop here, Carl, and not the shop for work is serious. That's what he will say.
What are you talking so crazily for? Mr. Perlman is your friend. Here's the coffee. Drink it slowly. I made it strong. I was so worried. It's not like you not to call me.
Oh, that's good. I was afraid to, Anna.
What are you talking about? Afraid of me?
No, afraid the telephone was tapped.
Somebody listening. What do they know about you to listen? Who is it?
Well, that's the problem. I wish I could be sure, but I don't know who they are. Last night, we had our usual game, you know. I left Fritz and Heinz and Ernst about 11, and a little after. I go to my car, and there is this woman getting into her car behind me. And I know her right away.
It's not her, is it?
Yes, it is. And she knows who I am.
The same woman from London and Buenos Aires?
The same.
How could it be?
The same red hair. That moment we looked at each other at night, only an instant. I know her. She knows me.
What happened then?
Well, she shouts something at me, but I'm in my car and driving away fast, and she follows in her car.
She is crazy.
We are on the parkway, going north away from town. I cannot shake her. She's very close behind me, and suddenly there's a dog. You know how I feel about animals. I pull the brake down not to hit it. The woman is too close. She hits in the back of my car. You know, the bumper is bent, the fender. My neck, it hurts. Well, I stop. She has hit the guardrail and her car is turned over.
What did you do?
Well, there are no flames. I get back into my car and I can see her crawling out. Then I hear sirens, the police cars. I go as fast as I can, and I keep going.
Is that what you were doing? Driving all night?
No, not all night. I stop up in Caddy Falls, and I go into a diner and have some coffee.
The woman in the accident, was she hurt badly?
I told you she was crawling away. So she couldn't be hurt too bad. But it was her fault following me so close like that. I can't have good thoughts about her. She could be from the FBI or Interpol. Anna, they are watching.
Still, after all these years.
I don't know if there are limitations on what they call war crimes.
What crime did you commit? You were like a soldier. You followed orders. A highly respected doctor who helped his country in the prison camp.
Yes, you think so, huh? I thought so. But the Russians and the British and the Americans and the Israelis, they don't think so.
I thought when we finally came to America, we could live new lives and the past would be dead, buried forever.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. One good thing did happen in all this horror, and I'm proud of myself at least for that.
What happened?
The dog that ran out in front of the car I told you. Well, I didn't hit him. Poor little thing out late at night. You see so many dead little animals on the highways run over by thoughtless people. It could make you cry.
I think you're getting the drift of where all this is leading. This is no mere tale of retribution or revenge. It involves a crime of war. All societies, it's been said, are capable of committing war atrocities. So who are we to cast the first stone? I shall continue our account of Naomi's pursuit of such a criminal when I return shortly with Act 2. volunteer nurse's aide who has suffered the loss of her family in the Nazi extermination camp of Auschwitz some 35 years ago, has made it her mission in life to bring the prison doctor responsible for the murders to justice, and has pursued his shadow across 2 continents.
This is the incomprehensible position I find myself in. Me, Karl Dürer, graduate of the Medical Academy at Dresden, honored in Stuttgart and Berlin for outstanding genetic research. I conducted bona fide medical experiments at Auschwitz. They don't believe that. I was never a Nazi. They don't believe that. So for years, I've been on the run. It is unjust. This creature with the red hair, she must have survived somehow. What does she want from me?
Naomi, there's a man from the police here to see you. She will be right down.
I'm sorry I couldn't get here yesterday. You're her husband?
I always forget to introduce myself. Jacob Berger.
Yeah, well, here, let's see. You teach classical literature and German history at the junior college, huh?
You know a great deal about me.
And your wife does volunteer work at General Hospital.
In the laboratory, not with the patients. But why such investigation, Mr. Johnson?
Well, sir, Mrs. Berger narrowly escaped with her life, so naturally we check every body and everything.
Good morning. I forgot your name.
Johnson, Mrs. Berger, state trooper. May I sit down?
Yes, and you may take your hat off.
Ma'am? Oh, I'm sorry. Now, let's see. You told me the night of the accident you observed the license plate of the car you hit had the letter A and 3 3s. Now, do you remember the color of the plate by any chance?
No, I don't.
I see. The color of the car?
Blue. Blue sedan.
How far in front of you was he?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to say how far.
1 car length, 2 car lengths, 3, 4? Huh?
I'm not sure.
You were following this car for some distance.
I guess so.
You say you didn't know the identity of the driver or any occupant of the car you hit.
How could I know them?
So there's no basis in the fact for presuming you might have been chasing this car.
Chasing? Why would I do that?
Well, you were not on your way home from the hospital, were you?
If I may interrupt, I get the impression that the police believe there's something suspicious in my wife's actions and she's being accused of something.
Well, sir, we have 2 eyewitness accounts, Mrs. Berger, of which I'd like to check with you. Witness 1 told us that a gentleman alone got into a car opposite the General Hospital at 11:10 the night before last, that you were parked behind him. The witness was passing along the sidewalk when you shouted from your car, Mrs. Berger, "I'll get you yet." The man drove off, and you started your vehicle and drove off after him.
Naomi, what is this?
Jacob, it's false.
Now, the second eyewitness account was given to me personally at the Turnpike toll booth by the attendant on duty. He told me that on the night in question, a woman with red hair followed a blue sedan which had just passed and asked the attendant if that car had taken the service road or continued along the Turnpike.
And because this woman had red hair, you are saying it was me?
No, ma'am. I'm asking, was it you?
I think, Mr. Johnson, before this questioning goes any further, my wife ought to have legal advice.
Well, you're entitled. But I'd like you to accompany me now to the police station so that the 2 eyewitnesses could make positive identification.
My wife would be happy to comply, but I think in this case also she is entitled to consult legal counsel.
I can't deny you that, sir, either. Give us a call tomorrow, will you? Or have your attorney call and we'll arrange for the witnesses. Now, in the meantime, I must warn you, Mrs. Berger, not to leave town. Good day to you. Tomorrow, don't forget. So long, folks.
Do we have to get ourselves a lawyer?
I don't know. You were very foolish. After all these years to betray yourself like that, shouting threats into the street.
It was just too much to see him so close like that.
But why didn't you tell me the truth?
I did, but I didn't tell you all of it. Jacob, I feel we are at the end of the trail. We've talked about this so often, but he's here now. He must be living in this area and working here. Now we should put the main plan into operation.
that plan?
You don't have to be part of it, Jacob, if you don't wish to be. We agreed on that. I always said that when the time comes and you can't go the final step, I'll let you out. I'll do it alone.
No, we are in this together. Everything. The final step included. When I married you, your mother and father and your sister Lisa became my mother and father and sister. I want Carl Dürer to pay the ultimate price as much as you do. He's had the luck to escape for a long time. I think it is over.
Anna, luck will not always be mine. How much longer can I escape this woman with the red hair?
There is a way.
To be rid of her. Forever.
Face her. Find her. Speak to her. Ask her why for the last 15 years. Is that when we were in London 15 years ago? Why does she follow you? What does she want? If instead of running from her, Carl, as if you had done something wrong, as if you were guilty of something, you spoke together.
Anna, you don't know what you're talking about. I can't do that.
Why not? What did you do wrong? So you were a doctor in a prison camp. It wasn't by choice. You were conscripted. They wanted an expert in genetics. You treated everyone who was sick.
Well, I did what I was ordered.
Were you ordered something so terrible you have to be running all your life?
No, Anna, it's the unspoken part of my life. You've been wise enough not to ask me what I did, why after the war I had to give up being a doctor, and why I disappeared from Germany for so long. And then, when I finally wrote you under a new name from London, you came and joined me and never asked me why. Ask me nothing now also.
You know what I'm going to tell that state trooper, don't you?
Yes, and just exactly how much?
I prayed last night, Jacob.
So did I.
I said to Mama and Papa and Lisa, now is almost the end of the trail. Did you make the phone calls?
Yeah, 2 newspapers.
How did you say it?
Well, I told them who we were, that you were going to the police station today to give information about a Nazi prison camp doctor. That here in our small town in New Jersey, a murderer lives among us.
Perfect.
Well, good day, folks. Oh, I'm sorry we have to meet out here, but space is at a premium today. I understand you wish to change your story, Mrs. Berger?
No, not change. Add to it. I did recognize the man who got into the car in front of me when I left the hospital that night. And I did follow him. I wanted to know where he lived. Mr. Johnson, he is a murderer.
Ah, I see. So you ran into him deliberately?
No, that was an accident, just as I told you. His name was Dr. Carl Dürer.
Hmm? And you have a basis for your accusation of murder?
I was there when he killed 3 people, if that's what you mean.
This happened recently?
A long time ago.
And did you report it?
No, I didn't.
Well, why not?
No, you see, what my wife has not made clear is that this Dr. Dürer performed medical experiments, so-called, in a Nazi prison camp, which resulted in the death of her father and mother and twin sister. Well, who was she to report this to?
The man is a Nazi. Do I have to say any more?
I'm afraid you'll have to tell me a great deal more, Mrs. Berger.
Carl, is that you?
Yes, I'm home, Anna. Oh, I'll get the phone.
No, don't answer it. Don't answer it, please, Carl.
Why not?
It's been ringing all day, since you went to work.
Why don't you answer the phone? This is too stupid.
Carl, please.
Hello? Who is this? Who are you?
It was one of them, wasn't it?
Has this been going on all day?
Horrible.
He called me a Nazi murderer.
That's why I stopped answering the phone. Didn't you see the morning paper?
No.
Here. Look. On the front page.
Anna, please, you read it.
A murderer in our midst. Mrs. Naomi Berger accuses Karl Dürer of being a Nazi torturer at Auschwitz, the infamous Nazi extermination camp of World War II. The wife of Jacob Berger, professor of German history, made a statement today at police headquarters denouncing...
No, stop it!
All day, people have been calling here. They look us up in the telephone book. What are we going to do?
We have to go away.
Where can we go, Karl? You must stand up to this woman. See her. Go there. What do you have to fear? It's all lies. Make her believe you. This Mrs. Jacob Berger.
And it's no use. The authorities will come, and they won't listen either. Yes, I performed experiments under orders. Of course people die. They would have died anyway. I put them to sleep. Wasn't it a better death than being shot or gassed like the others?
You could be accused of murdering, like it says.
Anna, I have got to go out. I'm going to find that woman. I am going to face her, as you say. Oh, where's the telephone book?
Where it always is, next to the telephone.
Yes. Yes, here it is. It's like any other name. Now, what is her husband's name? Jacob.
Yes, Jacob.
Yes, Jacob Berger.
Who are you calling?
Mrs. Jacob Berger. I am going to tell her that Dr. Karl Dürer is on his way over to pay her a house call.
Don't go over there, Karl, yet.
Oh, Mrs. Berger? This is Karl Dürer.
No, Karl, no.
Just a moment, please. Anna, please.
If you are determined to see her, don't warn her when you're coming. Suppose she has some police with her when you get there. Do as I say, Karl. Hang up.
You're right. For a change. I will be the hunter, and she the hunted. Let her wonder what I am going to do next.
It has often been said that the mills of the gods grind slowly, yet they grind exceeding small. In other words, the reward of patience is justice. Naomi Berger sees no evidence that patience would even ultimately redress wrongs, so she herself has decided to play Nemesis, a most dangerous game. I shall return shortly with Act 3. When you consider a woman who has waited 30 years to confront the very doctor who assisted the infamous Dr. Mengele by the injection of phenolic acid, benzene, or air, which killed in seconds, when you consider she watched her mother, father, and sister die that way, the way of human guinea pigs, when you consider all that, perhaps you can understand Naomi's feelings at this moment.
He's coming here. I know it, Jacob. I know he's coming.
What did he say on the phone just now?
He said, Mrs. Berger, this is Karl Dürer. And then I heard a woman's voice say, Karl, don't. And then he said, just a moment, please. Then they talked. He had his hand over the receiver. Then he hung up. Jacob, he saw the newspaper story. He swallowed the bait. He's coming because he has to silence me. But he doesn't know who I am. I could be related to any of the thousands of deaths. Are you ready, Jacob?
The car has gas in it, and it is standing right by the back door.
The hypodermic?
Everything is laid out on the kitchen table.
But not all of them. Only one. The other two should be in your briefcase.
Don't worry, they are.
Now, where will you be standing when he comes through the door?
Right there, just as we planned.
The hammer? You have the hammer?
I have it. I'm looking at my wife, planning this so matter-of-factly, and I don't know you.
Yes, you do. The final step. We've always talked about it. It has to be. There's no other way. Who would do it for us?
The courts.
Oh, bring him to court. You think he would answer charges in a court?
What time is it? Maybe he won't come.
He'll come. He'll have to. He has to know who I am. What evidence do I have? How safe is he? What do I know?
Suppose he carries a pistol. Have you considered that?
Why do you think I am answering the door? And you are standing behind it with a hammer in your hand. Oh, let him come now. That's him. The ring of authority.
Are you going to answer it? Open the door before he goes away.
You have the hammer.
I told you that I have it, you see?
All right.
No, wait.
What for?
If he has got a gun, warn me.
I'm coming.
Mrs. Berger,
Yes?
is your husband home?
I'm afraid not.
I am Karl Dürer. I think you wish to talk to me. May I come in?
I have been waiting for you to call on me. Please come in. Go right ahead. Into the living room.
Oh, did I kill him?
No, he's still breathing. You did fine. Help me move him so I can close the door. All right, then we'll drag him into the kitchen.
Yeah, about the injections. Will you do it or should I?
I'll show you how to do it, Jacob. Don't worry.
He's coming to. Oh, how is he going to react when he is fully conscious?
His mind will be fairly clear, but he'll have no power over his body. He'll be able to talk slowly, but overall he'll be very weak and defenseless, just like his victims at Auschwitz.
Where am I?
You are in the kitchen of my house. I introduce myself to you, Dr. Dürer. I am Naomi Berger, and this is my husband, Jacob.
What have you given me? Why do I feel so weak?
Don't you recognize it, Herr Doctor? You used so much of it. It is the same drug you gave my mother and father and sister many years ago to quiet them, so that when you were quite ready to administer...
You're mistaking me for someone else.
I thought as a genetic scientist you would like to experience this sensation firsthand.
I can't move.
Well, perhaps it is not entirely the drug. Perhaps you are paralyzed with fear. 3 doses tonight. 1 for my mother, 1 for my father, and 1 for my sister, Lisa.
Why do you accuse me of these things?
Because I was there. I was in that hospital. The 4 of us. I saw with my own eyes. I saw your Dr. Mengele say to you, Karl, take care of these biologically inferior specimens. So it was time for the second treatment, and you injected the specimens, mother, father, and Lisa.
No, you're wrong. I was not a camp doctor at Auschwitz.
But then it was time for lunch, and you said to me, little girl, wait there, so your father and sister will see you when they wake up. And then you went to lunch.
That was not me. You are mistaken. It was someone else.
Only I knew they would never wake up, and for some reason I wasn't weak. I was strong, and I ran away and I hid.
Naomi, is it time for the next injection?
No, not yet.
The redhead. You are the redhead.
Can you remember now, Herr Dürer? 15 years ago. 20. I never forgot you, Herr Dürer. Everything is fine, Jacob, all in order. I'll help you carry the doctor to the car.
Where are we?
We have traveled an hour and a half. You have been asleep.
How am I going to die?
2 injections, 15 minutes apart.
Doing this does not bother you, huh? What are you, a teacher?
I teach the classics, German.
Yes, literature. I am not a beast. I am not inhuman.
Perhaps not now, but then you lost touch with reality. Those were human beings you experimented with.
I was a doctor, highly qualified.
Do you know what the word conscience means?
I know what the word duty means. An order is an order, and it must be obeyed. You believe that I would be here today if I had disobeyed?
You would have been here with a clear conscience.
Conscience? Is that the only word you know?
Can you move your arms or hands, Dr. Durr?
No. My body will not obey me. I couldn't even spit in your eye.
Then you will have no difficulty in holding still while I roll up your right sleeve.
Oh, Carl, I've been so worried.
Mrs. Durr?
Yeah, yes?
I'm State Trooper Johnson. Now, these keys were found on the turnpike a few days ago. I traced one to the Acme Transistor Corporation, where I believe Mr. Durr works. Now, I spoke to a Mr. Perlman.
My husband's boss, yes.
May I come in?
Excuse me. I was expecting my husband.
Well, Mr. Perlman identified one of the keys as from a locker of your husband's.
The other one is our front door key. Carl lost them.
Well, may I ask, is your husband in good health?
Is something wrong?
Well, he wasn't at work, and Mr. Perlman said he's been absent a lot lately.
You sound like a sympathetic man, and I'm going to tell you something. Last night, Carl was very upset.
Because his name was in the newspaper?
Yes. He said he had to talk to that woman who said he was a Nazi, and he went out to talk to her, and he hasn't come back home yet.
It is all over. I hid the body in a cave by the reservoir.
Did anyone see you?
No. I pulled the car off the turnpike. When I walked back to it, I did not turn the lights on until I was on the road coming home. No one saw me.
So, it's done. The final step.
I do not share your feeling of relief. The hypodermics are in the briefcase.
What did he say in the end? Did he confess? Did he weep and grovel like so many of them did?
He just went to sleep. Now, I'll take these hypodermics and wash them out.
I know it's late, Jacob. Would you like something to eat?
I do not think I could ever get food past my lips. You can pour me a whiskey. I'll be back in a moment.
Oh, hello?
Mrs. Berger?
Yes, this is she.
This is Trooper Johnson. I know it's very late, but something important has just developed, and I have to talk to you, ma'am.
Well, come on over. We're still up. I'll leave the light on outside.
Oh, good. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
All right. Jacob, come here quickly.
What is it? Who is that on the telephone?
Our friend Johnson, that state trooper. He's going to be here in 5 minutes.
Oh, my Lord.
Now, put the briefcase in the upstairs closet with my nurse's aide uniform. Are the instruments clean?
Yes. Oh, how could they have found him so quickly?
Now, remember, you were here all evening. Put your slippers on. Go sit on the sofa. Open a book.
Mr. and Mrs. Berger, I am going to dispense with the apologies for the lateness of the hour. Now, I've been to see the wife of Carl Durr. He left home to come here, Mrs. Berger. Now, did you see him?
No, I can't say I did.
At no time today has Carl Durr been to see either of you?
But Jacob and I have been here alone all evening.
I see. I haven't yet informed Mrs. Durr, so I shall ask you to keep this to yourselves for the present. 2 hours ago, in the Reservoir District, Carl Durr was discovered run over on the turnpike, dead. Now, he was apparently hit by some vehicle.
You think he was walking along the highway and he was hit by a car?
Well, he's been taken to the morgue, and after a thorough examination, we ought to be able to pinpoint the cause of his death. I'd better go now and inform Mrs. Durr.
He suspects us.
They're going to find traces of the poison in him. I don't understand how, after those injections, he could get up and walk to the turnpike. It was the identical phenolic acid he used on Mother and Father and Lisa. It is just beyond me.
Naomi.
You told me you left him hidden in a cave by the reservoir. But that's over a mile from the main road. Jacob, what happened?
Naomi, I could not do it. I did not inject anything lethal at all. I started to roll up his sleeve. I took out the hypo and he passed out. Fear, shock, or what remained from the original tranquilizer, I do not know. I pulled him out of the car. I propped him against a tree, And I drove off. I knew he would wake up sometime. I'm sorry, Naomi.
You didn't do it.
I couldn't. I could not take that final step.
Oh, my dear Jacob. How could I have asked it of you? He must have come to and started to walk home, and somebody else. He could have been blinded by headlights. Oh, Jacob. All these years, and we never punished him.
Isn't it enough that we brought him to the edge of death?
We who live by principles to maintain a peaceful society cannot bring ourselves to fight fire with fire, death with death, as did Naomi in her pursuit of a 30-year-old murder. Unhappily, as long as humans are capable of inhumanity, we are destined to live in an armed camp. That appears to be man's fate. I shall return shortly with some closing words. None have defined man's nature better than Rudyard Kipling. He observed the struggle between the law-abiding and the lawless and translated it into the law of the jungle. Now this is the law of the jungle, he wrote, as old and as true as the sky. And the wolf that shall keep it may prosper, but the wolf that shall break it must die. Our cast included Marion Seldes, Roberta Maxwell, Norman Rose, and Earl Hammond. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall, inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. I have a question to ask you. What is hell? Where is it? Some say it's a place that the soul goes to after death to be purified. Others believe that hell is right here on earth, that indeed life is a synonym for hell. Which is right? Are both right, perhaps? Don't know. One thing sure, though. If life on earth isn't hell for everyone, it certainly can be for some. Henry and Matilda Smith, to mention only two. Our mystery drama, The Diamond Necklace, was adapted especially for the Mystery Theater from the classic story of Guy de Maupassant by George Lothar and stars Mandel Kramer and Marion Seldes. I have asked, where is hell? What is it? I have often pondered the question and came to no resolution. But surely one thing is true, that if life on earth is not itself hell, it is often a very convincing imitation. The statement you're about to hear proves that. A statement, an account, written by a man named Henry Smith in New York City in the year 1897. A memoir, if you will, of a special kind of horror.
Yes, I'm going to kill myself. With this gun. Put a bullet through my head and end once and for all the mortal terror, the hideous misery of these past 10 years. Believe me, it is not the horrors I've been through because of the diamond necklace. Not the 10 frightful years of grinding poverty and unremitting torment. Not the murder nor the suicide, not the utter misery, not these that make me take my life. But the shock, the awful shock of what I heard today. A shock which may, for all I know, have unhinged my mind. But in any case, has destroyed all desire to go on living. Where to begin my story? Anywhere will do, I suppose, so I'll begin with that moment when, in sudden frustration, I flung the glass of wine against the wall.
Harry! Oh, darling, my darling!
I'm sorry, Matilda. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just don't think I can bear anymore. It's too much.
Oh, darling, dearest, the world hasn't come to an end. All right. You've had bad luck for a number of years.
Bad luck? Abominable, that's what it's been. Has anyone worked harder than I have to be a success?
No, my darling.
Has anyone tried more than I have? Tried and tried.
Sweetheart.
What happens? Every time. The glove shop. All our savings in the glove shop, and it burns to the ground on opening day. All of our savings gone. And then the job at Mountjoy's for 3 years. 3 solid years. I break my back as a clerk, and then I'm promoted to floor walker, and what happens?
But it isn't your fault you came down with the flu.
It's never my fault, Matilda. That's the point. I try, and I get nowhere. This morning I go back to Mountjoy's. 2 weeks ill, and I go back to the floor walker job, I think. You go out, you buy a steak, a bottle of wine, and we'll splurge a little to celebrate. Sorry, Smith, Collier says. Collier the Great. Collier, head floor walker. Sorry, Smith. We had to give the job to Plateau. It's just too much, Matilda. I can't take it anymore.
Darling, please. Look. Here. Another glass of wine. Drink this one. It will relax you. Things won't look so black. You'll see the brighter side.
What brighter side?
Well, our love, for one thing.
Oh, how can you love a failure?
I don't love a failure. I love you. And you're not a failure. Henry, dearest, we're young. We're healthy. We're in love. Together we can face anything, overcome anything. Oh, darling, that reminds me. Something came for you in the mail today. It looks important.
What is it?
Here.
Oh, expensive envelope. Addressed to me. I'll soon find out what it is. Beautiful paper. We sell this kind of heavy vellum.
Henry, what is it?
I don't understand this.
What is it?
Here, see for yourself. Here.
Mr. and Mrs. Roger Van Wyck Mountjoy III request the pleasure of your company at a dinner party the evening... Request the pleasure of our company? Oh, that's impossible. He owns Mountjoy's, and you're...
Just another clerk? Is that what you were going to say?
No, dearest.
Not as impossible as you may think. An invitation like this.
But they take a floor walker job away because you've been ill 2 weeks.
Because maybe, just maybe, Mountjoy has something better for me. He's noticed how hard I've worked these past 3 years, the long hours I've put in, the overtime without pay.
Henry, do you think so?
Well, how else do you explain the invitation?
I don't.
Matilda, dearest, this is it. My luck has changed. Dinner with the Mountjoys. Why, it can mean only one thing. Not just a promotion, but a big promotion. Now, I'll have to rent some dinner clothes. I don't have any.
But, darling, I can't rent a gown.
You'll buy one.
With what?
We've got $43 saved up.
No, I'm not going to touch our savings,
You've got
Henry.
to, darling. This is important. Take what you need. Take it all. Buy the best gown you can find. Something that will be worthy of your beauty.
Oh, but, darling, you don't understand. I'll need more than a gown. Shoes to match, a handbag, other things. And I'll need jewelry of some sort, a pin or a necklace, a string of pearls. Where would I get that?
Yes, that is a problem, all right. Unless, wait a minute. How about your friend, Mrs. Forrester?
You mean borrow something from her.
Why not?
Oh, no, I couldn't.
She's loaded with jewelry of all kinds, isn't she? Every time you talk about the days when you were governess to her kids, you always
has
mention...
a lot of jewelry, but I'd feel awfully awkward. I'd be embarrassed.
Why? Matilda, you're friends. You go to her house for tea.
Oh, once a year, maybe.
Well, even so, you are friends. She likes you.
Well, if you think it would be all right...
Why shouldn't it be? Look, this invitation from Mountjoy himself, it's my big chance, Matilda, the chance I've been waiting for, working for. We can't pass it up. We have got to go to that dinner party. So, sweetheart, you go buy that gown, and you borrow that jewelry.
Of course, Matilda, certainly.
Oh, it's awfully good of you, Mrs. Forrester. I hesitated to ask,
but...
nonsense, dear.
Well, come along into the boudoir. We'll go through all my jewelry, and you shall have your pick. Tell me, how is that handsome husband of yours?
Oh, he's fine. Fine. And about to get his big chance at Mountjoy's, too.
Oh, an opportunity I'm sure he deserves. Well, now, my jewelry is in these boxes. Now, you start looking while I go tell Hortense to make tea for us.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Forrester. Thank you.
Nothing?
Well...
Oh, but surely, Matilda, surely there must be something that will go with your new gown. These pearls. This emerald pin. One or another of these diamond brooches. Oh, surely there's... So that's it.
What?
Oh, there is something, but you're too shy to ask for it.
Well,
Now, come. Tell me, what piece has caught your eye?
That one.
The diamond necklace.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't ask you for that.
Of course you can, and you're right. As always, your taste is impeccable.
I don't know how to thank you.
Well, who asked for thanks? Oh, I will ask one thing, though, Matilda, dear.
Anything.
Now, be sure to have the necklace back to me by Saturday. See, I'm going to a dinner party that night.
Oh, but I'll return it on Thursday, the day after the Mountjoy party.
Oh, any time at all, my dear, but no later than Saturday. And, Matilda, tell your husband I couldn't be more delighted over his good fortune. He deserves it. And so do you.
Thank you, driver. No, that's all right. Keep the change. Matilda, wait. Let me help you out.
Henry, look. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful? It's a mansion. All lit up, blazing, with those new electric lights.
It is a sight, isn't it? Look, the front doors are wide open. You can see people dancing in the ballroom.
Oh, those gowns the women are wearing. Henry, do I look all right?
You look like a fairy princess. The gown, the diamond necklace. You are a fairy princess. Come, princess. Let's knock them dead.
Is there a butler or someone that we give the invitation to?
Well, there doesn't seem to be. Or doesn't matter. Oh, look.
What?
The man coming toward us. That's Roger Mountjoy himself. Matilda, he's going to greet us personally.
Can I help you?
We're here for your party, your dinner party, Mr. Mountjoy.
You know me?
Why, of course.
We've met, have we?
Well, not actually. I've seen you, of course, any number of times at the department store, but we've never really met.
Then I'm afraid I'm rather at a loss to understand what you're doing here.
Well, Mr. Mountjoy, I'm Henry Smith.
Oh?
I'm employed by you at the department store. A clerk in sporting goods. You invited me and my wife to your party tonight.
So you're the mistake. You are the mistake that was made.
The mistake?
Let me see the invitation.
Certainly.
Yes, addressed to Henry Smith, spelled S-M-I-T-H. That fool secretary of mine.
I don't understand.
Well, it's simple enough, Smith. I have a friend, a close friend, named Henry Smythe, spelled S-M-Y-T-H-E. My secretary simply sent the invitation to you instead of him. A mistake. A ridiculous mistake.
Ridiculous?
What else would you call it?
Unfortunate. Embarrassing.
Unfortunate, embarrassing, ridiculous, whatever you call it. I am not in the habit of inviting my clerks to my home. Now, I'll say good night to you and to your decidedly attractive wife. I'm very sorry, my dear, very sorry.
Being sorry doesn't help matters much, Mr. Mountjoy.
My dear.
Your secretary makes a mistake, and we make all sorts of preparations for your party. Clothes that we can hardly afford.
I
cab
said
fare.
I'm sorry. Good night.
No, you can't just put us out like this.
Henry, for heaven's sake.
Not put us out like beggars. I don't mind for myself, but my wife has looked forward to this. She's bought a new gown, new shoes, accessories, looked forward with great anticipation.
Henry, please,
You
come.
cruel, you heartless.
Henry! Good night, Mr. Mountjoy.
Perhaps we'll meet again, Mrs. Smith.
I don't think so, Mr. Mountjoy. Come, Henry. Henry, it was a mistake. An unfortunate mistake.
Wrong, Matilda. A ridiculous mistake. You heard him. You heard the great Roger Van Wyck Mountjoy III. A ridiculous mistake, Smith. Yes, ridiculous, all right. A clerk spends the savings of nearly 2 years.
Maybe I could take the gown and the shoes back.
Cab fare all across town, there and back. And to him, it's ridiculous.
They might refund it. They might...
Punched him in the nose is what I should have done. Punched him in the nose.
Oh, and found yourself out of a job in the morning. If you still have a job at Mountjoy's.
I don't give a damn if I've got a job there or not. I don't give a damn if I ever see the inside of Mountjoy's again. I don't give a damn if...
Henry. What's wrong? Why are you staring at me like that?
Where's the necklace?
The necklace?
Yes, the necklace. The diamond necklace, Matilda. Where is it?
Gone. Henry. Henry, I've lost the diamond necklace.
If you're a man listening to my voice, put yourself in Henry Smith's shoes. And if a woman, in Matilda's. And tell me that hell doesn't exist on earth. Go on. Tell me. I'll return shortly for Act 2. To the thoughtful person, the emotion of terror need not be activated only by the horrendous. There are many forms of terror. The quick and sudden terror which makes the soul scream out in agony. The slow and eroding kind which makes the soul moan in mounting fear. Is the terror of a man going to his death any greater than, say, a baby wailing with hunger and in fear there may not be another meal? Henry Smith can give you the answer.
I can hardly write these words. My hands are numb. Not only with the bitter cold of this heatless room, the chill of the winter wind seeping through the broken window, but also the horror, the true horror memory brings back to me. Her words.
Gone, Henry. I've lost the diamond necklace.
How could you have lost it?
I don't know, but it's gone.
Take off your wrap, maybe.
Maybe what?
I don't know, maybe when it slipped from your neck, it got caught inside the wrap.
Oh, I doubt if it could possibly...
Well, look anyhow.
No, it's not here. It's gone, Henry. A fortune in diamonds lost.
Now, don't panic. We mustn't panic now. We'll just keep calm and just think. Try to remember. When did you last have the necklace? When did you last notice it?
Don't know. I can't remember.
Well, you must. Now, did you have it in the cab going to Mountjoy's?
Yes. Yes, I had it then, and I remembered... Yes, I had it when we got out and walked up the steps to the door.
You're sure of that?
Oh, yes. I remember putting my hand on it, patting it.
Did you have it in the cab on the way home from Mountjoy's?
I don't remember.
Try to remember, please. Try. Did you or didn't you?
I don't know. I was too upset to notice.
Well, you've got to find that necklace.
Where are you going?
I'm going out to find it. I'll try and find the cab we hired on the way back. I'll go to Mountjoy's house and look around outside. Have we any money?
Money?
Well, I can't walk to Mountjoy's. It's too far. I'll have to take a cab.
Let's see. We have $2 and some change left.
All right, give it to me.
Oh, Henry, wait. There's no food in the house for tomorrow. You don't get paid till Saturday.
No, I don't.
Henry?
Oh, that scares you, doesn't it? $2 and change. No food in the house. No pay till Saturday. Oh, it's frightening. I think I'm going to be sick.
Henry. Oh, my darling.
No,
Henry.
All right, I'm all right. I'm all right. Expect me when you see me.
Henry.
What?
Forgive me.
Oh, darling, it isn't your fault. Get that thought out of your head. It isn't your fault.
It is my fault. It is. Is that you, Henry?
Yes.
Well, I must have fallen asleep. It's nearly dawn. You didn't find it?
No.
I could kill myself.
Matilda, please, sweetheart, you mustn't feel guilty about this. What we've got to do now is figure out what to do. Now, have you any idea how expensive it was, the necklace?
No, but it came in a Carteret box.
Carteret? The most expensive jewelers in town. Must have cost a fortune. Well, I guess there's no way out but for you to tell Mrs. Forrester.
Oh, I couldn't do that. I couldn't possibly do that.
You'll have to. There's nothing else we can do.
Oh, there's got to be something. I'd rather die than go to Mrs. Forrester and tell her I lost the necklace. I can't do it, Henry.
I don't know what else.
Well, replace it. We'll have to replace it.
Replace it? How?
Well, I'll go to Carteret's and describe the necklace. They just might have a duplicate. Well, they might.
And if they do, what then? You hand them this $1.39 I've got left and take the necklace to Mrs. Forrester? You going out of your mind?
If I haven't, I'm close to it.
Look, go to Mrs. Forrester tomorrow.
I can't, Henry. Please don't make me go.
When have I ever made you do anything? All right, we'll find a way out of this. All right, look, you go to Carteret's tomorrow and see what you come up with, and we'll just have to take it from there.
But what if they don't have a duplicate?
That isn't what worries me. What worries me is, what if they do?
Well, now, madam, I would say this necklace is quite nearly a perfect match to the one you described.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is. How much is it?
$6,500. Madam, are you all right?
Yes, quite all right. I suppose that it must be paid for all at once.
All at once?
I mean, there's a new way of paying for things these days.
If you mean the installment buying, madam, our customers have no need of it.
Yes. Well, I'll let you know.
As you wish.
$6,500, you said?
Yes, $6,500.
Thank you. Thank you.
Come in, Mr. Smith.
Yes, Mr. Brock. Henry Smith.
Frankie Matthews sent you to me, eh?
Yes, he works in the department next to mine, in hats.
I got more than one client from Mountjoy's. What I'm saying, you're in good hands, Mr. Smith. Let's see, full name?
Henry James Smith.
Oh, James. Address?
227 East 9th Street.
227 East... Okay. How much you want to borrow?
$6,500.
Uh-huh. Any collateral?
If I had collateral, I'd have gone to the bank, Mr. Brock.
Somebody twisted your arm to come to me.
No, of course not.
So why insult me, Mr. Smith? I don't need you. You need me, right?
Yes.
The way I operate, I make you a straight loan at interest. You pay back the principal when and as you can. Long as you pay the interest each month, we got no problem.
How much interest?
1%.
1%? 1% of $6,500. That's $60.50, right?
Right.
Well, that isn't too bad. I guess I can manage $60.50 a year, I guess.
A month, Mr. Smith.
What?
1% a month, $60.50 a month.
A month? But, well, that's usury.
Hey, you know something, Smith? It's a good thing I don't charge for insults. You'd be in a real mess if I did.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. It's just that... Oh, good Lord, I couldn't possibly afford all that, not on my salary.
I'm sorry to hear it. You wasted my time.
Well, now, wait now.
I'm waiting.
Well, I'm... All right, I'll take it. And don't worry, I'll find a way to pay the interest. Don't worry.
I won't. I never worry, Mr. Smith. I let my clients do it all.
Why, no, Matilda, dear. I wasn't in the least concerned.
Well, I did say I'd return the necklace Thursday. Here it is, Saturday.
But I'll not be wearing it till tonight, and... Well, it certainly wasn't your fault. The clasp broke.
Oh, the clasp isn't quite the same as the old one. Look, I'll show you.
Oh, no, don't bother. Just toss the box over there.
Mrs. Forrester, I was wondering...
Yes, dear?
Wondering... would you know of anyone who might need a governess?
You?
Yes.
You're in need of employment?
Well, Henry doesn't make much, and I thought I might help out a little.
Oh, I see. Well, let's see now. I'm afraid I don't know of anyone who needs a governess, no, but I...
Yes?
Oh, no, that wouldn't be for you.
What? I'm not proud, Mrs. Forrester. If it's honest work...
Oh, honest enough, my dear, but exhausting. You see, a friend of mine, a very large family, needs someone to do washing.
A washerwoman?
I told you it wouldn't be for you. Well, I'll ask around among my friends and let you know if I come up with anything.
Thank you.
Now, just let me be sure I have your address correct.
Oh, we're moving.
Are you? Oh, do you know where?
Yes, 121 Delahanty Street.
Delahanty? But, my dear, isn't that thought to be something of a slum area?
Oh, not that bad.
Matilda, child, has something gone wrong? Are you and Henry in some sort of trouble you're not telling me about?
No.
Well, then why are you willing to take a job as a washerwoman? Why are you moving to Delahanty Street? Oh, very well. I won't press you, but please do keep one thing in mind. I'm always willing and ready to help you in any way. You will keep that in mind, won't you, dear?
Yes. And thank you, Mrs. Forrester. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye, my dear. And thank you for returning the necklace. Well, if you ever want to borrow it again...
Thank you. I don't think I will, not ever again.
We made a deal, Smith. A month ago to the day. Now you come in and tell me you can't pay the interest.
Well, not all of it, Mr. Brock, but...
But what?
I've got $34 of the 60.
60 and 50 cents?
Yes. And if you'll just accept that...
Sure, let's have it. You bring the rest tomorrow. Same time. 6 o'clock.
But that's impossible.
Impossible, huh?
It's taken me a month to get $34 together. How am I going to get practically as much again in just a day?
That's your problem.
Well, it's a problem I can't solve. Look, I'll pay you. I'll pay you every cent I owe you, but you've got to give me time.
Time is money, Mr. Smith. And you haven't got much of either. Let me show you something. You see this?
Yes?
What is it?
A switchblade knife.
Very sharp, Mr. Smith. Razor sharp. Now, I'll tell you how it's going to be. You come here tomorrow at 6 o'clock and you have the money, or I'll take a piece out of your right ear with this knife.
Mr. Brock.
You come back tomorrow at 6 o'clock, and if you still haven't got the money, I take a piece out of your left ear.
You're a...
I know what I am. You better know what you are. You're a loser, Smith, and you're a loser because you're a sucker. Tomorrow, Smith. Same time. Oh. And, bring your wife.
My wife? What for?
Who knows? Maybe she could even, save you from losing your life. Who knows, Smith?
If ever terror, cold, chilling terror, struck through a man's soul, it strikes through Henry Smith's. Snared by circumstances he did not create, he is now like an animal caught in a trap, quivering with terror, shaking with horror, and all because of a diamond necklace. A diamond necklace borrowed and lost. I'll return shortly for Act 3. What bitter, cruel, insupportable tragedy can smash a human life because of one mischance? Henry and Matilda Smith have discovered this to their sorrow. Had Henry or Matilda thought for a moment, they might have realized that the party invitation from Roger Mountjoy had to be a mistake. In any case, had they realized this, certainly Matilda would never have borrowed that diamond necklace from Mrs. Forrester and lose it. And had Matilda not lost it, well, let Henry tell us.
The wind outside is strengthening, getting colder. Snow is beginning to fall. The last snow I shall ever see. Would that I had never seen the light of day, never been born. When I remember what took place in Brock's office the next day. Going to his office filled me with fear. But not going would have made me more fearful still. I entered his office in a cold sweat and found myself trembling with nerves as he said,
I thought you'd find the money somehow. I was sure of it.
I haven't found it, Mr. Brock. I haven't got it.
You didn't bring your wife, so I figured you had the money.
No.
Maybe you don't hear too good, even with ears. You remember this? I see you do. But also you remember maybe that I said bring your wife. Well?
I remember, Mr. Brock, but look, give me just a little time.
No, not time. This is what I'm going to give you. Here, look. You see this? This little piece of pink stuff on the tip of the knife, that's you, Smith. Just a little, very little piece of your ear. But don't you worry about it. It's bleeding a lot, but it'll heal. Now, you be smart. Go and get your wife, Smith. Bring her here.
She's working.
Yeah, I know. Doing the washing of some rich dame. Ruining her hands, ruining her looks, her body. Especially her looks and her body. Now, you don't want that now, do you?
Mr. Brock, she's helping me get the money to pay you.
There's easier ways.
I will not bring my wife here. You think I don't know what you mean by easier ways?
Oh, you know, all right. You're smart, real smart. Now, look, let me lay it out for you. You're into me for $6,500. Now, like I tell you, I don't care about you paying off the principal. I got ways of getting that in time. What I want now is the interest. Now, your wife could make more than that in one night.
You dirty rat.
Hold it.
You miserable.
Hold it unless you want me to do more with it.
Okay.
Hey, wait, give me back your knife. Damn you, give it back.
Stay away from me.
I warn you, stay away.
Why? You use the knife on me? I don't think so, Smith. You're gonna go and get that sexy wife of yours and you're gonna bring her here?
Matilda, you're home.
Yes, my back was... I was working over the tubs today, and it began to pain again, so I... Henry! You're white as a sheet and trembling. Henry, what happened?
I killed a man, Matilda. I killed a man.
No.
Brock, the moneylender.
No, Henry, I don't believe you. You couldn't have done such a thing, not you.
Yes. Yes, Matilda, I did it.
No, you just imagine that you did. I've heard that when people are starving, they imagine all kinds of things, horrifying things. They hallucinate.
No hallucination.
I don't believe you.
Believe me, look. I'll take off my coat. Look.
Oh, God.
And believe.
Your shirt, blood.
Soaked in blood. Dripping with blood.
Take it off, quickly. Take it off, and I'll wash it.
You can't wash it. Nobody must know. And you'd have to wash it in the kitchen or the bathroom down the hall.
There's no running water in this room. Oh, take it off, and I'll hide it. I can't believe. I just can't believe you. You were always so gentle.
He was threatening me with a knife. He cut my ear, and he was threatening me again if I didn't bring you to him.
Me? What would he want with me?
I don't know.
But he must have a reason. He wouldn't threaten you with a knife unless... Oh.
What's so funny?
I was thinking. Oh, just thinking. What a surprise he'd have in store.
Surprise? Brock?
He must have heard how I looked a month ago. He doesn't know what that month has done to me. Why didn't you tell him? Why didn't you tell him that since the night I lost the necklace, since the night of the Mountjoy's party, the party that looked so exciting, it was going to be so thrilling.
My secretary made a mistake. A ridiculous mistake. Ridiculous.
Only it was all a mistake.
Sweet.
A horrible mistake.
Sweetheart, oh, sweetheart,
Worse than
please.
horrible, I lost the necklace. I'm the one who couldn't face Mrs. Forrest.
Please, no.
Why couldn't I? I'm the one who made you borrow all that money. I'm the one who made you a murderer. Oh, God, forgive me for what I did.
You did nothing, darling. You lost a diamond necklace. It could have happened to anyone. And it's over now. All of the misery is over.
Over?
Yes, Brock is dead. I killed him. But I did it in self-defense. I'm not excusing myself. Don't think that. You kill a man, you take a life, whatever the reason, you must pay. Somehow or other you must pay, and I will. But in the meantime, we're out from under the burden, the awful burden of paying that monthly interest. Even the loan, we can forget it.
How?
Well, who knows about it? It was between Brock and me. Who else would know? All I'm saying is that what's happened gives us a break, gives us time to recover and make a fresh start. No more 12-hour washing days for you, no more extra jobs for me. We can get some rest, we can eat better, we can restore our health so that... Who can that be?
The police.
I don't see how. Well, one way to find out. Yes?
Hi. May I come in?
Who are you?
Well, I'm afraid we never had the pleasure of meeting face to face, Mr. Smith, but Arnie told me about you, and maybe he told you about me?
Arnie?
Arnie Brock. I'm his wife, Doris. Or I guess I should say, his widow.
No. You won't do this. I won't let you do it.
What else is there to do?
Something. We'll find a way. You go behind my back, you go to that Brock woman, and you...
I agree to do what she wants. What her husband wanted. There's no other way. If I don't do this, we'll both sicken and die. This way, once the loan is paid...
But it will never be paid, Matilda. The interest alone, the monthly interest.
No interest.
not anymore.
What are you talking about?
Well, I agreed to become a hostess on one condition. I would pay off the loan with my earnings, but no more interest.
And she agreed?
Well, there seems to be a shortage of girls, of compliant girls. Here.
What's this?
It's the agreement I made her sign. No interest, and... Now, would you please hook me up in the back?
No.
Henry, please.
In that dress. In the very gown you bought for the Mountjoy party.
It's brand new, Henry. I never got to wear it very long. Never got a chance to dance in it, as I thought I would. Oh, that music was so lovely. Remember when we came through the open front doors? All those gay people dancing and drinking and chatting. So many lovely gowns. All those gorgeous colors. And the electric lights. I'd never seen them before. So bright, so glowing. And the music. The music. Oh, if we'd only danced together, Henry. One dance. Just one. If we only had that to remember to dream on. Dance with me. Henry, dance with me. No, take me in your arms and dance with me. Don't you hear the music? It's the waltz. It's a waltz, Henry. They're playing a waltz, a divine waltz, and I'm in your arms, floating in your arms, turning and turning, my feet scarcely touching the floor.
Stop it, Matilda.
Turning and turning.
Matilda, look out to the window. No. 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 She was dead when I reached her. 5 stories below, in the courtyard, crumpled, broken, dead. We buried her in the gown that she loved so much, the only pretty gown she'd ever had. As I saw the coffin lowered into the ground and heard the first shovelful of dirt fall on her face, I made her a promise. A promise it took 10 years to keep. 498, 499, 500. The debt is paid, Mrs. Brock.
Look, tell me something. After she died, your wife, you could have taken off, flown the coop. I'd never have found you. Instead, you worked yourself to death, close to it anyways, for 10 years. How come?
It's the way she would have wanted it.
Excuse me, I beg your pardon.
Yes?
Are you, by any chance, are you Henry Smith?
Yeah. Why, Mrs. Forrester.
Well, of all things. Now, I saw you sitting here in the park, and I thought, now, that man reminds me of someone. And then I realized, Henry Smith. It's been a long time.
Yes, a very long time.
And how is Matilda? She stopped coming to see me quite a few years ago, and I tried to get in touch with her, but you'd moved and left no forwarding address.
She's dead, Mrs. Forrester.
Oh.
10 years now.
Oh, I am so sorry. She was such a delightful little person. So serious, so sincere. I remember lending her a diamond necklace to go to a party. She accidentally broke the clasp, and really, I've never seen anyone so terribly upset over such a little thing.
A diamond necklace is not a little thing, Mrs. Forrester.
Well, I suppose not, but not if it were a real diamond necklace with genuine diamonds. Mine were paste. Fake diamonds, worth no more than, $100. Oh, Mr. Smith, what? Oh, please. Please, someone help me. This man has fainted.
I cannot live with it. The shock, the horror of learning that the diamond necklace was a fake. It doesn't matter now. Nothing has mattered to me since Matilda died. If, as I've heard, there's a life after death, this gun will take me to Matilda in that other life. If not, I'll at least be out of this one.
In the words of Guy de Maupassant, how would life have been for these two if Matilda had not lost the necklace? Who knows? How strange life is. How small a thing will ruin or save one. I'll return shortly. We owe our story to certainly one of the greatest of all short story writers, Guy de Maupassant. I've suggested in the past that we give a thought, a brief moment of thanks to such men as Oscar Wilde and Edgar Allan Poe, to whom really we owe so much. To that list, let's add Monsieur de Maupassant. I'm sure he'd be pleased. Our cast included Mandel Kramer, Marion Seldes, Bryna Rayburn, and Leon Janney. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. To my surprise, I discovered that it was Lord Byron, in his famous poem Don Juan, who first said, "For truth is always strange, stranger than fiction." Others, I'm sure, have said it in their own ways. Edmund Burke, the great British statesman and orator, phrased it, "Truth lags behind fiction." And Bob Ripley, the cartoonist, made a life work and a fortune out of this simple statement. The following story is fiction, but it is founded on a strange truth. Our mystery drama, Checkmate, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Robert Dryden and Marion Haley. Detective Sergeant Digger Bowles of the 4th Precinct is looking forward to his approaching retirement from the force. In his nearly 30 years in the police department, over 20 of them as a plainclothes detective, he's been happy and proud in his work. But he's a man of habit, and change irritates him more and more. most of all, this new breed of officers. He doesn't particularly appreciate it when they come in a form that is anathema to him in the hallowed precincts of the station house.
A 4th Precinct, Detective Trout.
Help! I'm being murdered.
Well, hold it a minute. Who are you?
Saul Fender.
Address and phone number?
18745.
Wait, was that a 5 or a 9?
5.
I didn't get that last.
Please, I'm on Avenue B. I can't.
Mr. Fender. Mr. Fender, are you all right? Hello?
What you got there, Detective?
The big one, Sergeant Bowles. Homicide.
Who says?
The guy on the phone.
What guy? Who?
Saul Fender. He just got murdered.
Who got murdered?
Saul Fender, the man on the phone.
The victim called up to say he was being murdered.
No, that he just had been. I got the address. We'd better go over there right away.
Now, wait a minute. You mean he's still on the phone?
He was. He isn't anymore. Here, listen.
Hello? Hello? Mr. Fender? Mr. Fender?
You see, he was talking, and then I heard him fall, but he said he'd been murdered.
I don't know, Trout. My feet are killing me. I just hope this isn't somebody's idea of a joke. All right, come on. Let's go see.
Why don't you use the siren?
Because I ain't no show-off. Besides, it makes too much noise. Disturbs people, including me.
Yes, but it's important to get there.
We'll get there.
Fast.
Just as fast.
Well, how do you know?
Because I've been driving this city just this way for 25 years, and it's always been
good enough.
Smart, huh? What do you know? You're just beginning. You think this is a game?
No, I don't. I'm just enthusiastic about my job, and I'd like to be good at it.
Just like. Don't enthuse.
You don't like me, do you, Digger?
Did I say that?
Well, you don't have to. You think I'm just a wet behind the ears young punk.
Don't tell me what I think, Detective Trout.
Well, then you tell me.
I think... I know you're a dame. That's all.
And dames don't have any place in your thinking.
Not on the force. Well, not in homicide, anyway.
Why? Women get killed, too.
Yeah, that's right. So maybe it's just lucky we're at the scene of the crime that's already been committed. All right, come on. Let's go play cop. Now, just let me get this straight, Miss,
Mrs. Applebaum.
Oh, yeah. You say you're out walking your dog.
Cat.
Cat. Yeah. Cat. Walking a cat.
Sure. He likes his evening stroll, Morris does. What do you think? He looks like a dog, that cat?
You see a leash, you figure a dog at the other end.
And you're a detective?
Maybe I'm too busy looking at that weapon in your other hand. What's that for?
Oh, this neighborhood. A person isn't safe even it's still light. Nobody bothers me no more since I stuck a couple of them with this.
What is it?
It's a hat pin.
Madam, that's a dangerous weapon.
You have to tell me.
Mrs. Applebaum, how come when we got here you were with the dead man?
Well, he was the super. I had a complaint.
And you usually just walk right into his apartment to complain?
Listen, Miss Cop. Usually I can't even get him to answer the bell. With all the things need fixing. Plumbing, heat, the cockroaches. And yesterday, even the toilets wouldn't flush.
You don't like Mr. Fender?
Anybody doesn't like cats. Can't be any good. Oh, God forgive me for saying that, and the poor man dead.
He was dead when you came in?
Just like you see him.
What time was this?
Oh, I guess a few minutes after 9. I got a watch, but I couldn't see without my glasses.
How did you get in, Mrs. Applebaum?
Well, I just turned the handle and the door opened.
So anyone could have got in, huh?
I guess, if they had the new key.
What new key?
Well, to the outside door. We got a new lock. Burglar-proof, it's supposed to be. I'd still like to see the day.
Well, how many people have keys to the outside lock?
Oh, just the people in the building.
Unless they had copies made.
Oh, first off, you can't. You got to send to the company. And second, we all just got them this morning.
Who's all? I mean, who else is in the building?
Oh, well, you see, there's that Dreiser person on the first floor back. Me, second floor front. And Miss Dimby, second back. And the doctor on third floor back.
The doctor?
Oh, that's what we all call Mr. Porter. Oh, is he smart. He plays chess with 8, 10 people at a time and wins from them all. Yeah, right in the window there at Boardwalk and 52nd Street.
He does what?
Yeah, I know where she means. It's an amusement palace. Pinball machine, skeet ball, shooting gallery, and Professor Porter, the human chess machine. You pay to play him.
Mm-hmm. Mrs. Applebaum.
Yes, honey.
There are 6 apartments in this building. Who occupies the other 2?
Well, the first floor front, that's Mr. Kelly with the birds. He had to go back in the hospital again, so I'm caring for them.
Yeah. But what about the 6th one?
Oh, that's Mr. Brilliantine.
Brilliantine?
You know him? Hey, Lance Brilliantine. He's an actor person.
What does he do? Hair commercials?
Oh, no. He's with the Children's Theater now. They do fairy stories. He just flew up to Boston, and he's looking to sublet. He has the whole top floor through.
That's nice. A little nest in the treetops. Well, thanks, Mrs. Applebaum. You go on up to your apartment and stick around. We might want to question you again.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. But what about poor Mr. Fender?
He ain't going anywhere either.
Yeah, but shouldn't he have a doctor?
The only one he'll need is a medical examiner.
Oh.
How he died, that's up to the M.E. Now, you run along, huh?
Oh, yes, of course, Sergeant.
Hey, what's that thing?
My hat pin? Oh, don't worry. I know how to handle this. Come along, Morris. Just don't look at Mr. Fender like that. Yes, I know you didn't like him because he was so nasty to you, but you have the last laugh because you have 9 lives and he only had 1.
Think she could have done it?
Done what?
The murder.
What murder? All we know is we got a guy who's dead.
Oh, but he said on the phone.
Who said? You don't even know if it was Fender's voice you heard, or if it was that he was telling the truth. Now, look, let's wait till we have a case before we get all head up.
Yes, Dicker, but if he wasn't murdered, then how could...
Maybe he had a stroke or a heart attack. Maybe he was some kind of a nut. Hey, Detective Trout, don't touch that body till the doc checks him out. You want to do something? Here.
What?
Chalk. Draw a picture of the way he's laying. Then let's you and me take a look-see if anything else is disturbed besides the late Mr. Fender. Okay, Detective Trout, start her up.
Where are we going?
Back to the precinct.
What about the homicide?
Well, a guy died, that's all.
Of what?
Doc says a brain hemorrhage.
But what caused it?
He doesn't know. At least till an autopsy. Probably natural causes.
I don't believe it. The man said on the telephone...
Look, do me a favor, will you? Leave it lay. We got nothing to go on. No evidence of forcible entry, no evidence of robbery. Look at all the dough he had in the desk drawer.
We could have checked out the other people in the house.
I did that. Nobody home.
Or at least not answering their bell.
All right, come on. Now, let's move it.
You could tell by his face.
What?
His face. Mr. Fender's face. His eyes wide open like they were accusing whoever it was. I wonder how he was killed.
Maybe somebody said boo to him too loud and frightened him to death.
It isn't funny.
No. Now, what is funny is a rookie detective who can't forget she's a woman and has to get big romantic notions her first case is murder 1 instead of some poor old geezer scared to death of dying but having to do it anyway. Now, come on. Let's not go looking for trouble, detective. You're going to find out plenty of it gets handed to us for free.
I'm sorry, Sergeant.
Don't mind me, kid. Doesn't matter how many times you look at one. I still don't like to see no one dead.
Did the doctor say anything about the mark on his eyelid?
What? What mark on what? His eyes were open. How could you see a mark on the lid?
It was creepy. The way he was staring, and I tried to close his eyes. I just started to pull down the right eyelid. Then you wouldn't let me touch him, and there was a little mark there.
What kind of mark?
Well, just a little red mark, like, maybe something bit him. I don't know. He jabbed a pencil by mistake, or I don't know, something sharp. Maybe like, when you get a penicillin shot from the doctor.
All right, take the next left, Trout, and hit that gas pedal. You can turn on the siren, too.
Where are we going?
The hospital. I want to have a talk with that doc, and fast. Needle, huh?
Well, you're not thinking of Mrs. Applebaum's hat pin.
What else?
Oh, that nice little lady for what? A quarrel about heat or the plumbing or a cat?
Let me tell you something, Detective. Most murders are committed by nice people who just flip a screw suddenly and go berserk. Sometimes all it takes is a hot night or a sneeze or the wrong words put together. No, sir. I mean, Miss Detective, the right time, the right place, the right circumstances. Anyone can commit homicide.
So you do think this is a homicide after all?
I don't know, Trout. We'll let the doctor tell us that.
The unmarked car hurtles through the city streets, traffic clearing for its wailing siren. In the passenger seat, Sergeant Digger Bowles is no longer relaxed, but sits forward, as though driving himself. Beside him, Detective Marion Trout is tense, and more than a little scared at the reaction to what her observant eyes have seen. I shall return shortly with Act 2. For many of us, death, the inevitable last rite, is a feast or sorrowing already arranged. But for countless others, it is the accident which was never expected, and there is nothing tidy about closing the house of life. Saul Fender, who was he? What was he? Who is left to mourn him? And most of all, how did he come to die? While Sergeant Digger Bowles and Detective Marion Trout wait at the hospital for the ME's report, some of this is resolved.
Where have you been, Sergeant?
The autopsy room, waiting for results. Nothing yet. What'd you dig up?
Sketchy, just a sort of outline.
Draw it for me.
Okay, Saul Fender was 67. No relatives. Retired on Social Security. He got the basement apartment in return for servicing the building. His wife died a few years ago, and after that I gather he didn't care too much about anything. He kind of died with her.
Did he gamble?
No sign of it.
Other women?
Oh, come on. He was a sad little man all alone. He kept to himself, minded his own business, and like the old story, never did anyone no harm.
Maybe. All right, the deceased is on the autopsy table. I got nothing to say until... All right, I'll take it. I said I'd be at this extension. Hello. Yeah, this is Detective Sergeant Bowles. Who's this? Oh, Dr. Baker. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes, I see. Okay. I'll take it from here.
So?
So, score one for youth and an eagle eye. You got the makings of a detective. Maybe I was lucky I had you along.
The mark on his eyelid?
Yeah. Somebody shoved something really skinny and sharp right through his eye socket and into his brain. That's what caused the hemorrhage and his death.
So it was murder?
That's about the size of it. You got your case after all.
No, I have. I'm not sure I want it. That nice little old lady.
Mrs. Applebaum?
Yes.
We still got to build something that'll hold up in court.
Where do we start?
It's after midnight. I'll have the house staked out tonight just in case. We start early in the morning. Okay, Trout, here we are. Scene of the crime. Everybody out.
Okay. Where do we start, Sergeant? We're going to face Mrs. Applebaum first.
Nope. We'll check out all the other suspects. The patrol car phoned in. They're all home. But first, we'll have a look at Fender's apartment.
What for?
That's what we're going to be looking to find out. Find anything here in the bedroom, Detective?
No, Sergeant. You find out anything?
Yeah, a couple of things. I counted that money. $295. A lot of cash to have hanging around.
Well, it makes some people feel secure. I mean, like to have cash on hand.
Yeah. 2 bank books, over $1,200 in one, $10,000 in the other.
What's in the cigar box?
Have a look. Smell.
Grass.
Marijuana. Good stuff.
Well, you think he was a dealer? Grass, money, they go together, don't they?
Oh, not necessarily. The entries in the big bank book are all years old. The money's been there since the year 1, just gathering interest.
And the new bank book.
Chicken feed. A buyer, maybe. Not a seller. But I got a notion where this grass came from.
Where?
Yeah, this is his rent book. A character named Dreiser. You remember Mrs. Applebaum called him a person?
The first floor back.
Yeah, check. He was always behind in his rent, it seems. Sometimes the old boy carried him for 2-3 months. Why?
He was a supplier? Or is that jumping to conclusions?
I ain't jumping. That's just plain adding up 2 and 2. Tell you what. Let's you and me go pay a visit to the first floor back. Mr. Dreiser? Mr. Dreiser? Open up. Police.
Hey, man, what goes with all the loud jive? I mean, like you're breaking my head.
Are you Mr. Dreiser?
Ooh, I am the one.
Detective Sergeant Bowles. This is my sidekick, Detective Trout.
Real nice. Solid. The mom and the papa. What can old slats do for you?
I'd like to ask you a few questions, Mr. Dreiser. We come in?
Well, sure. Come on in. I'm clean. Just a little stretched out. You know what I mean? I got some coffee moving. You use some for what ails you?
We haven't got anything that ails us.
Oh, then you're lucky. You got it made, mamas and papas. Slats here, he's just cutting it. I mean, like just. Excuse me.
Stoned.
To the gills.
And something a lot stronger than grass.
You know it. I stay one side up and be ready for anything. I guess you know what happened here last night, Mr. Dreiser?
Oh, man. Is that hot? Last night?
To the superintendent. You know he's dead.
He's what?
Dead.
How?
That's what we're trying to find out.
Well, don't look at me, man. I wasn't even here last night.
Where were you?
Well, now, that's no question for a doll to ask. I mean, you gotta protect your own doll, right?
Mr. Slats, are you trying to say you were with a woman?
Ha! Crazy, you named it.
You want to give us her name?
Why?
Fender didn't just die. Someone killed him.
Oh, wow, you're not looking at me.
You were behind in your rent.
Well, I was, but I paid up last night.
What time?
Well, just like before 7 on my way out.
Didn't show in his rent book.
There was cash on the line, $295. Here, I got his receipt right here.
Huh? That's a receipt, all right. But for what?
I don't dig you.
What was passing between you two besides grass? Any hard stuff?
Hard stuff? What are you talking about, man? Junk?
Yeah. Were you buying from Fender?
Well, I'm no user.
Well, what do you do? Push it?
Sister, lay back. No call to come on so hard. I'm clean.
Where were you last night around 9 o'clock?
Well, like I said, with my old woman.
What's her name?
No, I wouldn't want to get her mixed up in nothing. Hey, what are you doing, Fuzz? Get out of that drawer.
Hold it.
No, you hold it. Don't you touch nothing of mine.
There's one little item in here I wouldn't think of touching except to pick it up with my handkerchief. You mind if I borrow your ice pick?
What do you want it for?
I want to take it down to the morgue and see if it fits the hole above Saul Fender's eye, where somebody drove something real sharp like this right into his brain.
What?
That's the way he died. Around 9 o'clock last night. Now, you still want to clam up about where you were then?
Man, I keep broadcasting. I couldn't have been here.
How come?
Because I was in Mount Pleasant then, 50 miles from here.
Prove it.
Come on, what kind of a roust is this? You ain't gonna make me take no fall for some murder rap.
No, let's look at it this way, punk. Now, don't tell me you haven't done time. I dig deep enough, I'll tie you into junk peddling. So the old man found out, was going to throw you out or turn you over to the cops, and you were on a trip and used this on him.
No, I didn't.
This ain't no ordinary ice pick. It's sharp as a needle. And what do you need it for with an electric refrigerator? This is a weapon, and you know it.
Okay. I ain't standing still for being railroaded on no murder rap. I take a fall, it's going to be for 1 to 5. Not the whole bundle. There's a pump jockey in Mount Pleasant who'll remember me and get me off the hook.
Why is that?
Because I hit his gas station last night. At 9 o'clock, he was backing off from that ice pick 50 miles from here.
Okay. Put your wrist behind your back. That's it.
How come you had to pick on me for handing Fender his ticket?
Well, you seem the only one who might have a motive.
You kidding? What about all the others?
Well, what about him?
Well, like old Professor Porter up there. Him and Fender used to be such great buddies, but last night, just as I was cutting out, he come on like a sore boil about something. When I left there was some kind of a Brinnigan going on.
That was before 7.
So how do you know where he was at 9?
We'll check it out.
An old Lonely Hearts Dimby. There's a babe who's so hot for anything in pants she even made a few passes at Fender. And man, when he brushed her off, she was ready to total him. And how about Mother Applebaum, huh? I mean, like, she may look like Whistler's old lady, but there's one tough little cookie. Her and that hat pin of hers.
What would she have against Mr. Fender?
Babes, he hated cats. I mean, like they turned him off all the way. And anybody don't like her mangy old cat is marked right off her books. Let me tell you.
Okay, that's it. Move. We'll check them all out, don't worry.
Well, too bad it couldn't have been him.
Hey there, babes. Cool it.
Now, you cool it. You're lucky you're just a 2-bit crook. It just may save your life. Run the stonehead back to the precinct while you check out Miss Dimby. You think you can handle it?
Well, a dried-up, sex-starved, Fordish, would-be sex kitten, I'll be a lot safer than you would.
You can have her. I'll take the professor as soon as I get back, then we'll compare notes.
I hope it turns out to be one of them.
Why?
Well, I liked old Mrs. Applebaum. I don't want it to be her.
Listen, detective. First thing you got to learn in this job is don't form any attachments. And the second is, don't kid yourself there's any romance. And forget all about the books, the movies, and the TV shows. The way it is in real life, 99 chances out of 100, the perpetrator is the obvious one.
Which means Mrs. Applebaum.
Which means Mrs. Applebaum.
It will have to be a very large or unexpected miracle to get Mrs. Applebaum off the hook, as Detective Marion Trout is due to find out when both her other suspects turn up with airtight alibis. And yet, but that will have to remain till I return shortly with the third act. Right at this moment, Marion Trout is almost regretting her transfer to the Detective Bureau. As a uniformed policewoman, she has faced death before, but then it was impersonal, not something she had to become involved in. A murder investigation, she is finding, is different. Now, she herself is committed to hunting down a murderer that might be a bright, attractive old lady to whom she has taken a liking. But in spite of Sergeant Bowles' conviction, she doesn't have to face that yet. For the moment, her quarry is Miss Dimby.
Who is it?
Sorry to bother you, Miss Dimby. I'm a police officer.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear me, you don't look like a police officer.
Well, I should have said detective. My shield and identification.
Oh, I don't know what to say.
You haven't heard about your superintendent?
Oh, you mean about his heart attack? Oh, yes, so sad, so sudden. It was a terrible shock. I felt so guilty about my feeling of relief for the moment before I... Oh, well, perhaps you should come in.
Thank you.
Yes, such a dreadful, dreadful shock.
What did you mean, feeling of relief?
Oh, well, I never should have mentioned it. It's just that it's so difficult for a young, single girl to be in a house that's practically infested by men. One gets a little tired of, being pestered. Particularly the older men. Although Mr. Fender was very sweet, but he was persistent. Oh, well, one must speak well of the dead. Won't you step into my parlor?
Oh, thank you, Miss Dimby.
Oh, please, sit down. Oh, you don't mind if I go on with my knitting, do you?
No. Not at all.
Oh. Well, I have so many beaux, men in my life. So many favors to return, and I am not well-to-do, so I knit them scarves or gloves.
Did you know that Mr. Fender was murdered?
Murdered? Oh, but how?
Well, he was stabbed in the eye.
Oh.
Something very sharp was driven into his brain.
How dreadful. What sort of thing?
Well, something like a skewer or an ice pick or a knitting needle. Miss Dimby, where were you last night between 8:30 and 9:30?
Oh, why, I was at a moving picture show.
Ah, well, what did you see?
Oh, why, it was lovely. So artistic and cultural. That exquisite production by the great Spanish director, Michael Lugano, La Paloma. Have you seen it?
Oh, no. What theater?
Oh, the Fine Arts.
Oh, that beautiful little theater on the southwest corner of Broadwalk and 24th.
Yes, that's the one.
Yes, well, then you couldn't have been here anywhere near 9 o'clock.
Oh, heavens, no.
Well, in that case, there's no need to ask you any more questions. No. Don't bother. I'll let myself out.
Oh, well, you're sure that's quite satisfactory?
I'm sure, Miss Dimby. You gave me just what I need. Sergeant.
Damn professor slipped out on me. What is it?
You don't have to look any further. I've got her.
Who?
The murderer.
The Dimby dame?
She gave me an alibi. That she was at a movie at the Fine Arts Theater at Boardwalk and 24th last night. I trapped her with the address, and get this. She's a knitting nut.
I don't follow.
Now listen, there's no Fine Arts Theater at that address. It's just a hole in the ground for a new building and knitting needles. A steel knitting needle. Wouldn't that be a perfect weapon for a sex-starved old maid to use against a guy who maybe turned her down?
Oh, a police person? Miss Detective?
Yes.
Could I see you a moment, please?
Go ahead, I'll go with you.
Oh, I'd rather see the lady alone, please.
I think I'd better come along.
Oh, dear. Well, all right. Come in, please. I'm afraid I have a confession to make.
Well, you see, Sergeant.
I lied to you earlier about being at the Fine Arts.
You weren't at the movies?
Oh, yes, I was at the movies, but not at the one I said I was.
Yes, well, then where were you?
Well, it's really a matter of, one might say, morally outraged curiosity. I had gone to see a perfectly dreadful and vile thing called the story of W.
Oh, well, I can see why you might have wanted to keep that a secret. That their story of W, detective, is X-rated. It's what you call your hardcore pornography.
You've got to be kidding.
Well, what's the difference, Dimby? What you saw, unless you could prove you were there.
Oh, well, I can prove I was at the one.
How?
Well, the manager knows me. It's a little embarrassing going right up to the... Well, he lets me in quietly.
And how long were you at this movie?
From 7 to 11 o'clock. I'm afraid I sat through it twice.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, you needn't look down your nose at me. And instead of harassing me with your police brutality, you should be after the real culprit.
Yes, and who's that?
The almighty professor. Oh, butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. Always the gentleman. You should have heard him and Mr. Fender going at it, hammer and tongs, as I did when I left for when I went out. And something else.
What was that, ma'am?
Well, the door was open as I passed, and I saw him hit Mr. Fender over the head.
With what, Miss Dimby?
With his umbrella.
But if you look at this umbrella, you can see he must have hit him pretty hard. Some of the ribs are broken.
Well, first of all, we don't know it's his umbrella.
She said she saw him throw it out this morning.
She says. Anyway, so what? There wasn't a mark on Fender's head. How can you hurt anyone with a light umbrella? And anyways, the time is all wrong.
Yeah, well, maybe he came back.
Well, here's the amusement center. That's what I intend to find out now. Excuse me, Professor Porter?
Morning. You want to play $1 a game unless you win, and then I pay you $2. Take board number 7 and choose white or black.
Excuse me, I don't want to play. I want to talk to you. My credentials.
Police? We can go over here by the weight machine. It's the quietest place in the house. Very well, Sergeant. You have exactly 1 minute.
I gather you were a friend of Saul Fender's?
Saul? Yes. We played chess together, and... Why?
When was the last time you saw him?
About 6:30 last night, when I went home for dinner before I returned here.
What time did you return to work?
It was sometime before 7.
And you got home at 11:30?
That's right. How did
Between those hours, you were sitting at your usual place in the window playing chess.
Except for traveling to and from, yes. What happened to Saul?
He was murdered.
What? You don't think I had anything to do with it?
Not if you were here at 9 o'clock, no. You're out of it if you're telling the truth. And don't worry. I intend to make sure that's just what you're telling. Yeah? You sure? Yeah, okay.
Well, what did the lab say?
No trace of blood on the hat pin. Well, that don't mean nothing. It could have been washed off.
Then you're going to arrest her?
I don't know. We got motive, opportunity, means, but... ain't much of a case. No witnesses, no proof they quarreled.
Yes, and yet we know Professor Porter did.
What's the difference? That was 2 hours earlier, and he...
What is it?
I just thought of something. Who usually establishes the time of death?
Well, the medical examiner or whatever doctor they send over.
Only this time he didn't. We told him because of the phone call. But supposing by that time he was already dying and was only beginning to realize it.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm going to get Doc Prouty at the hospital and maybe he can explain it to me. It's all right, Mr. Porter. Come on in. We've been waiting for you.
You're that policeman who came to see me. Who is this woman?
This is Detective Trout.
What you're doing here?
Well, we want to ask you some questions.
Yes, Mrs. Applebaum is quite correct. I did quarrel with my poor friend Saul. We had a terrible one.
And you did hit him?
I'm ashamed to say I did. I hit him over the head.
With your umbrella?
Yes, but the provocation was very great. I ask you to imagine. My life is not much, but I have my pride. I could have been one of the greats, a Spassky, a Bobby Fischer. But I was never given the chance. Instead, I work in a window, playing with fools who have no hope of beating me, goggled at by idiots from the street, as if I were in a cage at the zoo. When Saul came to the house, he was lonely. He had no companions. I taught him to play chess. I played with him to amuse him. I even showed him the unbeatable reply to the Museo Gambit, a secret only I know. And you know how he repaid me? Yesterday, knowing I was sick and not myself, when I had 10 games going, he came, he, the pupil to the master, and used my own trick to defeat me in the goldfish bowl. He shamed me in front of all the world. I was mad enough to kill him.
I'm afraid that's just what you did.
What?
Is this the umbrella you hit him with?
Yes, that's my umbrella. I threw it away because some of the ribs got broken. But that, well, a little hit on the head from a light umbrella couldn't have killed him.
Only it did. One of these broken ribs jabbed straight into the hollow of his eye and right into his brain.
Oh, no. I never meant... But wait a minute. You said he was alive at 9 o'clock. We quarreled at least 2 hours before that.
Sometimes it takes time for a man to die. The doctors tell us that the hemorrhage caused by the wound could easily have taken 2 hours to cause his final death.
Good Lord. I suppose you're going to arrest me.
The charge will be manslaughter. But we'll have to arrest you.
But I don't care about the charge. I'm only sick to my soul that I could have caused another human being's death. I think I shall have a better judge and a punishment to fit the crime.
Mr. Porter, are you all right?
No, my dear. I'm very far from all right. It's my heart. There are some pills in... Oh, no.
Which pocket, sir?
It doesn't really matter. It matters this way. The end game is played out. This time it's checkmate. And I'm the loser.
Some time ago, outside a New York bar, 2 men got into a fight. One of them lashed out at the other with an umbrella. After the fight was stopped, the man who had been hit by the umbrella continued on his night out. And it wasn't until he returned home some 2 hours later that he collapsed and died. Truth, as I said in the beginning, is stranger than fiction, except when it is borrowed to make a good story. I'll be back shortly. I suppose the motives for the crime of homicide are countless. Some of them are as unspeakable and as savage as the crime itself. But the most macabre and terrible thing about it is that by far the most of them are so small and unreasonable, except to the people involved. How few of them are as neatly solved and resolved in the words of Genesis: a life for a life, An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Our cast included Marion Haley, Robert Dryden, Court Benson, and Bryna Rayburn. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Come in through the mysterious door which hides the secrets and sometimes horrors we dare not even think about, but which are nevertheless brought to the forefront of our imagination by the tale you're about to hear. A door, a simple door, shuts us out or lets us into a room. But such a room as we are to visit now is one perhaps we'd be better off avoiding. At least Stephanie Miller would have been better off if she'd never set foot in it again. Or would she? Maybe that was her destiny. And who can question what the fates have decreed? Our mystery drama, Stephanie's Room, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Bob Juran and stars Mercedes McCambridge. Our story begins in a modern tract home in a Los Angeles suburb. Stephanie and Tom Miller are an average couple. Tom's on his way up in his advertising career, and for both of them, it means some sacrifices.
I may be a little late tonight, Steph. I have some things to clear up on the Rogers account.
Well, that's okay.
Now look, honey, before you get upset, I got to tell you sometime.
Oh, Tom, does this mean another move?
Steph, it's my best chance yet. It's New York City, the home office. I'll go in as ad director. A vice presidency in 2 years, no more than 3. Look, it's the start of a whole new life.
Tom, we came to Los Angeles chasing rainbows and vice presidencies.
Well,
and before that, it was Chicago. Honestly, we've had 3 different homes in 5 years.
Well, this'll be the last, I promise.
Well, your career is important, but I'm so tired of living out of a barrel.
I know. Look, we'll live anywhere you want. Maybe even your old hometown if you like. Wasn't it in the suburbs?
In Crestwood, yes.
All right. Now, Steph, I swear to you, if anything does go sour on this deal, I won't move again. I'll take my chances in New York and we'll stay.
All right, Tom. It would be nice to see the old house again.
You know, Steph, looking down on New York like this, I feel as though we're on top of the world.
Mm-hmm. But let's get settled soon, Tom.
Oh, sure. We'll house hunt every weekend. I don't like this hotel room any more than you do.
Listen, I thought I might take a run up to Crestwood tomorrow. It's only 35 minutes by train.
Sure, why don't you?
Well, I mean, I'd like to see it, you know. See what's changed since I was a child. And see the old house. I wonder who's living there now.
Well, maybe they'll let you in, show you around.
Oh, I couldn't ask that. I'll just stroll around.
Well, you can at least ask. After all, you did live there.
Yes?
Good morning. I'm not selling anything, really.
Oh, what is it you want?
Well, I know this may sound foolish. My name is Stephanie Miller, and I grew up in this house until I was 14. And I wanted to see it again, to see if it had changed and who was living here now.
Oh, well, my husband isn't home at the moment.
Well, that's all right. I understand. It's preposterous of me to ask. It's okay. I'll just look around outside if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind that. How long has it been since you've seen the house?
Oh, it's 15 years. See, we've been living in Los Angeles, and my husband's firm transferred him here to New York, so that when I was this close, I just couldn't resist coming back.
Stephanie Miller, you said?
Yeah.
Well, come in, Mrs. Miller. I don't see the harm. I'm Mrs. Lanning.
Oh, thank you.
I imagine it's changed a lot since you lived here.
No, not that much, really. Oh, your furniture is different, of course, but I remember this room so well. Oh, I love that table.
It was my mother's.
And the fireplace. I used to sit in my pajamas on cold winter nights and watch the pictures in the embers. I saw tigers fighting and flowers.
And monkeys and horses.
You too.
Oh, I love the fireplace.
Hey, I wonder.
What is it?
Well, it really couldn't still be here, but...
What are you looking for?
There was a penny. I put it up in a crack in the chimney when I was 10 years old for good luck, and I think I can just about reach the... Ha 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 ha! Yes, I can hardly believe it. It's still here. Look.
What? Isn't that amazing?
Oh, golly. Well, do you like the house, Mrs. Lanning?
Oh, I do, except...
For what?
Oh, nothing, really. Now, come on, you want to see the kitchen.
Okay. Oh, how charming, Mrs. Lanning.
Thank you.
Yeah. Of course, we didn't have the breakfast nook. My mother had a big oak table right here in the middle of the floor.
Well, I like room to move around.
And everything happened at that old oak table. Mom and Daddy'd sit there every night and they'd talk. And I can almost see my mother making her Christmas strudel now. Oh, those family conferences. I was always included in the minor decisions.
Oh, you were an only child then?
Yes. Gee, may I see upstairs? I'd love to see my old room.
Well, yes, if you like. Mr. Lanning and I use the front bedroom.
Yeah, mine was the small one facing the back.
That's our, guest room. We don't use it at all.
You're sure you don't mind if I look?
Oh, of course not. We don't have any children to bring grandchildren visiting, and we never have overnight company, but it's still the guest room.
Oh, it's very pretty.
Oh. I was going to use it for a sewing room, but...
But what?
Nothing.
Is it the same thing you hesitated about downstairs?
Well, yes, I've never been able to use this room.
Why?
Oh, I feel as though I'm not wanted. I'm not welcome in this room.
But this is your house. Why wouldn't you be welcome?
Well, I'm not sure any house is ours. We live in them, use them. But there are some things we can't ever own.
Oh, I loved this room. I even used to talk to it. Really. And Mother had white curtains with little bluebells all over them and a bedspread to match. And my dresser was over here, right next to the window. And then I had a little white chair.
Don't you feel it?
Feel what?
With strangeness in here. As though we didn't belong here.
Mrs. Lanning, would you mind awfully if I just sat here alone for a moment to remember?
Why, of course not. I'll go down and make some tea.
Oh, please don't bother.
Oh, it's no bother at all. I'm enjoying the company.
You're very kind.
You take your time. Come down when you're ready.
You do look different. I really don't like that yellow wallpaper. And there's no rug. Your floor must be cold. Yes, it's just like old times. Talking in my room. Talking. I don't understand why Mrs. Lanning doesn't like you.
Why it's so quiet, Helen?
I wasn't going to tell you about what happened today, but I must. A woman who used to live here as a girl came to the house today, and she wanted to see it again.
And you let her in?
Now, Will, she was a sweet, young...
No, wait a minute. She asked to see the house with a story about having lived here?
Yes.
But don't you know what she was? A con artist. Oh. She used that story to get into the house. She looks around and makes note of anything valuable, and next time we're away, poof, she and her accomplice rip us off.
Oh, now, Will, she wasn't anything like that.
Oh, you're so naive, Helen.
No, she remembered a penny she'd put in the fireplace chimney, and she reached in and pulled it right out.
Oh, sure. She had it in her hand all the time. It was a trick.
Well, she knew her room, the one I can't stand.
Oh? That was her room, was it?
Yes, and she described just how it looked when she was a child.
I'm calling the police.
No, wait, Will. Now listen to me. After she left, I went up to that room. Something strange happened there.
Oh, Helen.
I mean it. There's a totally different feel to that room. I don't know what it is, but it's as though the room were alive.
Is that you, Steph?
Tom? You home already?
Yeah, we finished up early on that field trip to New Jersey. How was Crestwood? I take it you went.
Yes, I went.
Oh. You don't sound enthused. Who's living there now?
Oh, there's a retired couple. I only met the woman. She was very nice.
Oh, Steph, what's the matter? Were you disappointed?
No, not disappointed. I was puzzled.
About what?
Well, I went up to my old room, and I sat there for a while, and I had the oddest feeling that the room remembered me, that it didn't want me to leave.
Honey, rooms really can't remember.
And then all the way home on the train, I kept thinking, knowing, really, that I have to go back there again.
I'll be back tomorrow night.
All right, Will. I'll be here.
Well, don't look so down in the dumps. This isn't the first fishing trip I've been on.
Now, Will, I didn't say anything.
Lord knows, retirement's boring enough. You don't expect me to sit in a rocking chair for the rest of my life.
No, I don't.
If only we'd had... no, I promised I'd never say that again.
But you think it. And I feel it. But we've stuck together, Will, even without children. There must be something for us.
I'll be back tomorrow around 6.
Uh-huh. I'll have dinner ready.
And listen, Helen, if that woman comes around here again, don't let her in. Call the police.
All right, whatever you say. Oh, good luck. Bring home a trout dinner. If only we'd had... Our whole lives have been nothing but if-onlys.
only I could make Will believe me about the room. I know there's something different there. Something happened when that girl came back here. Stephanie's room. How many happy hours did she have here? How many tears? How many hopes?
Sing a song of sixpence, pocket full rye, 420 blackbirds baking a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing.
Now wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king?
Backward, turn backward, O time, in thy flight. Make me a child again, just for tonight. The poet's words strike a note in all of us who wish for a touch of childhood again. When the world gets weary and our own hopes aren't quite as bright as they were once, childhood looks awfully good. But beware, all of you who would turn backward. You'll see what I mean when I return shortly with Act 2. Another poet and novelist, Thomas Wolfe, told us, "You can't go home again." Nothing stays the same. And the old familiar things just aren't as we remembered them. And how often they prove to be so disappointing. But for Stephanie Miller, going home again, rather to the house in which she had once lived, was proving to be a compelling experience.
Hello? Mrs. Lanning, this is Stephanie Miller.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I really hate to impose, but I wondered if I could come out just one more time to see my old room.
Well, now, my husband...
Well, I don't want to intrude. Just, any time that's convenient.
Well, then, why don't you come today? My husband's away on a fishing trip. Yes, come today. Come in, Mrs. Miller. I'm really glad to see you.
Thank you. And please, call me Stephanie.
All right. Come on in the kitchen. I have coffee and
strudel.
Oh. It's only from the supermarket, but you told me how your mother used to make it.
Yeah, at Christmas time. Always at Christmas time. Oh, how very thoughtful of you, Mrs. Lanning.
Now slide into the nook there and we'll have our coffee.
Okay.
You can stay as long as you like. I didn't think I was going to see you again. My husband did, though. He thought you were a con artist.
Oh, what?
Oh, he thought you made up the story about living in the house just to get in, to see if we had anything valuable to steal.
Oh, he didn't. Really?
But I know differently. I know you lived here, in that room.
Mm-hmm. Could we go up now?
Well, of course. Bring your coffee along.
I feel so peaceful in this room. Really, it's almost as though I'd never been away.
My husband won't believe there's a change in the room.
Do you know that I was never afraid of the dark in this room? Mama would put the lights out, and then I'd begin to see the shadows start to form. And they were always friendly shadows. Listen. Do you hear anything, Mrs. Lanning?
Hear anything?
Yeah. A sort of sound. I don't know, it comes and goes.
No.
I heard it the other day when I was here.
Stephanie, you were happy here, weren't you?
Oh, yes.
Then this room was a happy room. I think that the room is glad to see you.
Well, I suppose if we love a house or a room, it just naturally has love in it.
Responds, Stephanie. It responds. That's why I want you to come and visit any time you want. Mm-hmm. You love this room. And your presence It changes things.
Well, that's kind of you, Mrs. Lanning. But I guess this will be the last time, for a while at least. Tom and I have so much to do, finding our own place and getting settled. But I tell you what, after I'm settled, I'll drop out maybe once a month or so to visit.
Oh, I hope it's sooner.
Will, breakfast ready.
Be right there. What? I'll be darned. When did she do that? Say, Helen, when did you change the drapes in the guest room?
What?
Well, you changed the drapes in the guest room, didn't you?
Well, no, they're the ones we've always had.
Oh, that's funny. They look different. Well, I admit I'm not as observant as you'd like me to be. Well, maybe they were gray all along.
Gray?
That's what they look like to me.
Will, they're chartreuse.
Well, maybe they faded from the sun. But it's not a big issue. Forget I mentioned it.
After breakfast, I'm going to march you upstairs and show you the difference between gray and chartreuse. I don't understand.
Well, they look faded to me. Well, maybe they were chartreuse. Come to think of it, wallpaper looks different, too. Wasn't it more of a gold color?
Yes, but that could fade, too.
I know. You never liked this room. Well, what's the difference? We never use it anyway. Close the door and let's forget it.
Yes. Why don't we do that? Let's not worry about it. I'm so glad you came, Stephanie. Do you remember what color the drapes and walls were in the guest room when you were here last?
Yes, I'm afraid I do. And I'm afraid that I didn't... Well, I mean, it just isn't my style.
What were they?
Well, the drapes are chartreuse, and the walls are sort of gold.
Good. That's what I wanted to know. Come with me to the room.
Why, what is it, Mrs. Lanning?
I think you're in for a surprise after you see the room.
Oh, this is so mysterious.
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, Mrs. Lanning, where did you ever find them?
Why, I didn't.
But they're my drapes. White with bluebells. They're exactly like the ones Mother had made up for me.
But they weren't like that yesterday.
You must have searched for days to get them so exact.
Oh, but I didn't. I don't know what to say.
You did get these drapes for me. Because I told you Mother had white drapes with a pattern of little bluebells.
Well, I thought...
Oh, Mrs. Lanning, you are a beautiful person.
Stephanie, what color was the wallpaper in here? Do you remember?
Pale blue. Yes, to pick up the color of the bluebells.
Pale blue. That would be right, I guess.
But these walls are a dingy gray. Weren't they gold last week?
They were. But, Stephanie, the next time you come, I promise you, they'll be pale blue.
Are you ready to turn in, honey?
No, Tom, no. I just want to read a little bit longer.
Steph, things are okay, aren't they?
Okay?
Well, I mean about the move to New York. You're not too unhappy.
Oh, Tom, I'm not unhappy at all. I feel as though I've come home.
I know we've had trouble finding the right house, but I have a feeling this weekend...
I know we'll find it.
Yeah. I've been thinking about those visits you've made out to Crestwood. Would you want to live there?
In my old house? Oh, no, never.
But you seem so drawn to it.
Well, I mean, it's a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. No. Well, Mrs. Lanning was sweet to put up the drapes like I had as a child, and now she even wants to change the wallpaper, but I don't want that, Tom. I want our own place, brand new, for us alone.
Mm-hmm. And the kids.
And the kids, I can hardly wait.
Well, neither can I. Okay, I'll see you for breakfast.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss it.
Good night, honey.
Night. Oh, where was I? Here we are. Roger leaned across the table. Lois, please come with me, he said. I can't. Oh, I don't want to read anymore. I'm going to go to bed. What? What's that? Yes. I'll come back. I'll come. Of course. Don't worry, I'll be there. You know I'll be there.
Stephanie.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Talking? I wasn't talking. I was reading.
Well, Steph, I heard you talking in here.
No, I wasn't. I mean, maybe I was reading out loud and you didn't know it.
Look, why don't you come to bed?
Well, I will in a minute or two.
Okay, but I think maybe you've read enough. You're starting to dream out loud.
Well, I'll be there in a minute. Yes. Yes, I hear you. And I'll come back. I'll come back. Hello, Mrs. Lanning.
Stephanie.
You said that I could come to visit whenever I wanted.
Oh, of course. Come in.
I hope I'm not bothering you. I mean, coming all the time like I do.
Oh, no, I like your visits.
I brought something with me today. Look.
Why, what a beautiful doll.
I was unpacking one of the barrels and I found her. I always loved Miranda. That's her name. Miranda. I've known her for such a long time.
And she's so beautiful. Why don't we put Miranda in your room? That's where she belongs, isn't it?
Yes, of course, up in my room. And she'll look so nice in there.
Just the way she always did.
I always kept Miranda on the bed. Like this.
Stephanie, could you call me Mother?
Mama?
Yes, Mama.
Mama was tall and young, and she had brown hair and such blue eyes.
I have blue eyes.
And such a smile. Mama was happy all the time.
I could be happy if only...
Mama had brown hair.
Stephanie, look at my hair. Look at my...
Mama loved to sing, too. She taught me many songs.
My hair is brown. When we're together in this room, it's any color I want it to be.
This is my room.
Yes, it's your room. It's always been your room. Your room with the drapes of bluebells, the blue wallpaper, and now Miranda. It's your room because it wants you. It remembers you. And for the first time in my life, I feel I belong somewhere. Here, in this room with you.
Sing to me, Mama.
Yes. Yes, I will. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. The London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
Two women caught in the spell of a room, or the spell of love. A woman who never had a daughter, a girl whose mother was taken from her at an early age. They've both found something in this room. But the relationship goes far beyond their mortal feelings, and far beyond anything you might imagine. You'll see what I mean when I return shortly with Act 3. Let's return now to Stephanie Miller, who paid an innocent visit to the house of her childhood, and now feels strangely drawn to her old room. Right now, however, she's in the New York hotel where she and her husband Tom are staying until they can find a house of their own. And at the moment, they're not seeing eye to eye on the forthcoming obligation.
Steph, we have to go.
Why?
Well, it's company politics. Mr. Ames expects it.
Oh, Mr. Ames. It's always what Mr. Ames thinks.
Well, look, he's my boss.
Well, I'm fed up with company parties and...
But it's part of the sacrifice, and there'll be lots more when I get to be vice president.
All right, Tom. It's important to your career, I know that.
Steph, look, you always enjoyed parties and entertaining.
I just dread a big dinner party. Having to talk to all those people.
Well, it never bothered you before.
All right, Tom, I said I'd go to the party. I'm just saying I'm not going to enjoy it.
Now, look, go out and buy yourself the best dress you can find. Maybe that'll make you feel different.
Why, Stephanie, what a surprise.
I hope you don't mind my coming without calling again.
No, of course not. Come in.
Okay. Because I have something to show you.
Oh, looks like a dress box.
Yeah, it is. It's my new dress. It's for the party. Come on up to my room. I can't wait to show it to you. I haven't been to a party in such a long time. Oh, I hope you liked my new dress. I picked it out all by myself.
Oh, Stephanie, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's my first formal. Oh, I'm so excited. Imagine me in a formal.
Try it on. Let me see.
Okay, I will. There were 2 of them in the store, and I liked them both, but I had a hard time choosing between them. You think I picked the right one?
Of course you did. Why, nothing could be prettier than this.
You really like it?
I do.
Look, I like the way it swirls. Watch, see? Yeah, I hope my date likes it. His name is Tom, and is he groovy?
He'll be the proudest boy there.
Yeah, I'll bet Virginia will be so jealous, because her mother is making her dress, and her old date doesn't even have a car.
Now, you shouldn't act that way with a friend,
Oh,
Stephanie.
you're always saying things like that. No, really, I like Virginia, okay, but I'm glad that I've got a new store-bought dress and a date with a car. Hey, I gotta get out of this thing and run.
Where are you off to now?
Well, see, there's this new record I gotta get, and I promised Virginia I'd bring it over. So, will you be an angel and hang this up for me?
Yes, of course.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Put it back in the box. I gotta take it with me.
Well, whatever you say.
Oh, I'm so glad you like the dress.
It's lovely, Stephanie. And I appreciate your coming so far to show it to me.
Well, it's fun to share things with people we like. I really dread going to that party, though.
Well, in that dress, you'll be the hit of the evening, and that'll make you feel different.
Come on, Steph. We're late already.
I'm ready. I just have to straighten this belt.
Oh, you want help?
No. There, that does it. How do you like it?
Oh, it's pretty.
Just pretty?
Well, the style, it's a little young for you, isn't it?
Well, you mean young for me? You sound as though I was over 40.
Well, look, I don't know anything about women's styles. It's pretty, it is.
Well, you don't like my dress, I'm not going to go to the party.
Honey, I like it.
I don't believe you. You're just saying that.
Now, please, what's the matter? We've got to get going. Mr. Ames hates for anyone to be late.
Oh, Mr. Ames, Nyan, Mr. Ames.
Stephanie, what's the matter with you?
What? What did I say?
Well, you're acting like a 12-year-old brat.
Oh. First I'm too old for the dress, now I'm a 12-year-old brat. Tom, have you been drinking?
No. Should I ask the same of you?
Don't be silly. You know I don't drink.
Steph, were you out to the Crestwood place again?
Yes. I wanted to show Mrs. Lanning my dress.
Oh. Why?
What do you mean, why?
Because every time you've come back from there, you've acted strangely. I mean, what goes on up there in that house?
Nothing. We just have tea and talk.
Well, look, I don't want you going there anymore. Besides, you're going to be too busy entertaining when we get our own place. Now, come on. We've got to go.
Mrs. Miller,
A pleasure to meet you at last.
How do you do, Mr. Ames?
We're very fond of Tom at Connecticut paper. With us only a month, and already I can tell he's executive material.
Well, that's nice of you to say, Mr. Ames.
Oh, it's nonsense. You're on your way up. And I can tell after meeting Mrs. Miller, you have the last and most important asset. A charming wife and hostess.
Oh, I wouldn't be where I am without her.
Oh, come on now, gentlemen. You're going to turn my little old head.
Well, go on. Enjoy yourselves. Dance. I'll chat with you later. Go ahead.
Well, dance, Steph.
All right.
So, what do you think of Mr. Ames?
Well, he's very nice. He's forceful, I can see that.
Oh, yes, he knows what he wants.
Uh-huh. And he seems to want you.
Well, look, I'm grateful. It's my big break.
Tom, maybe New York was the right thing.
I know it was. Hey, Steph, have you been on a diet or something?
On a diet, me?
Yeah. You seem so much lighter and smaller. I can feel it.
No, I haven't been on any diet. And I'm not losing any weight. You just haven't danced with me lately. How would you know?
Sorry to cut in, Tom, but the evening's almost over, and I haven't had the pleasure with Stephanie.
Oh, of course, Mr. Ames.
Last dance, Stephanie?
I'd be charmed, Mr. Ames.
I think a lot of Tom, Stephanie. I'm delighted to have him with the firm.
Well, I know he's happy there, Mr. Ames. Really, he's finally found, well, fulfillment in his career with you.
That's nice to know. I've had my eye on him, and I know he's going places, to coin a cliche. And with you by his side, you can't miss. You see, Stephanie, a man in Tom's position has to have a wife who can meet people, entertain, on the spur of the moment. You might have to have 12 guests for dinner without notice and not bat an eye. Tom will be traveling a lot, out of town for weeks at a time.
What are you saying, Mr. Ames?
Well, when a man as bright as Tom wants to get ahead, it takes sacrifice. Sacrifice of home and wife, I'm afraid. My Martha put up with it. God rest her soul. And look where I am. At the top.
Entertaining lots of people. Being without Tom for weeks, that's what this job means, doesn't it?
I'm afraid so, Stephanie. But I know you're up to it.
No, I'm not up to it. I don't want to be alone. Oh, Tom. Tom, I don't want to have to leave again.
Stephanie, well, what is it?
I want to be where I belong. Where I'm warm and safe. I've got to be there. Forever.
Stephanie.
I'll be there, yes. I'm coming back.
Stephanie, where are you going?
I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going
home. What's the matter, Helen?
Oh, nothing. Why?
You're quieter than usual.
It's the rain, I suppose. I always feel depressed when it rains.
Helen, I've been meaning to ask you, you've been dyeing your hair?
Dyeing my hair? Whatever for?
Well, it looks darker than usual. You've been gray for years, but suddenly there's a brown streak in there.
Oh, you're imagining things, Will. Oh, I'm the same plain Jane I've always been.
Somehow it looks different.
You really think so?
Well, maybe it is my imagination.
Oh, I'll get it. Hello?
Hello, is this Mrs. Lanning?
Yes?
Mrs. Lanning, this is Tom Miller, Stephanie's husband.
Oh, yes.
Is Stephanie there?
Why, no.
Well, she ran out from a party we were attending, said she was going home, but she's not at our hotel and no one's seen her.
Oh, dear.
If she does show up there, Mrs. Lanning, would you call me right away? The Imperial Hotel in the city.
What makes you think she'll come here?
Well, she's very fond of you and that house. I don't know what got into her, but she was apparently upset when she left the party.
Oh, but it's such a night. It's pouring rain. I expect she'll turn up at the hotel.
I hope so, but please let me know if she comes to you.
Oh, yes, I will. At the Imperial. Good night, Mr. Miller.
What the devil was all that about?
Stephanie's husband.
What?
He thought she might be here. He can't find her.
You've been letting that woman in here all along?
I've grown fond of her, Will, and it is her room.
Was, you mean? Now I'm putting a stop to the... What the...
Stephanie!
How did you get in here?
Through the back door. I always come in the back door.
Well, you just...
I'm going up to my room now. I'm going to my room. I don't feel very well. Good night.
What's the matter with her?
Will, I'm warning you. Stay right here. You stay here and don't say anything or do anything. And I mean that.
I don't want to go to Chicago. I want to stay here.
You don't have to go, Stephanie. You can stay here with me.
They say I have to go and live with Aunt Louise.
Not anymore. You can stay here.
I can.
Yes.
Miranda, do you hear that? Oh, Miranda, you bad doll. Your face is all dirty again. I'll have to give you another bath, you naughty girl.
Later, dear. Rest now.
Yes, it's time to rest, Miranda. Goodbye, baby, in treetop.
Helen! What's going on in there?
Go away, Will. Don't open that door.
Cradle will rock.
Oh, thank God you're here, Mr. Miller.
Mr. Lanning, thanks for calling me. I got a cab up from the city.
I've been watching for you. I don't know what's going on.
Well, where's Stephanie?
Well, come on, follow me.
Hush, dear. Time to put Miranda to bed. You've had a busy day. And tomorrow, Mother's going to put up new curtains, white with little blue bells. We're saying goodbye to the pink bunny rabbits. There's my big girl.
Stephanie! Helen! It's Stephanie's husband. Open this door, Helen.
Look, what is going on in there?
I'm going to find out.
Baby on the treetop. When the wind
Good Lord.
Where's Stephanie?
It's not possible.
Where is Stephanie? She Oh, no. No.
I'll admit that Stephanie's room was a bit unusual. But think about your old room, in the old house you grew up in. Maybe it's waiting for you to return someday. Maybe even hoping. So if you should get the chance, why not go back and say hello, if you dare. In any case, I'll be back shortly. To be young again. We all search for that fountain of youth. And so often we don't realize it's with us all the time. You're only as old or as young as you feel. Those years don't matter. It's how you think that counts. I hope you'll keep thinking of us and join us again. Our cast included Mercedes McCambridge, William Redfield, Mary Jane Higby, and Robert Dryden. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. A popular theme for stories throughout the centuries is the one that concerns the worm who turned. We can all identify with him, for many of us during our lives have had to bite our lips and accept the cards fate dealt us to one degree or another. But Hubbard Quint had made such a career of groveling that when he finally turned, his revenge was so horrendous that... But then, after all, that's today's story, and you can hear it for yourselves. Our mystery drama, The Vampire Plant, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Robert Dryden. Hubbard Quint is what in more naive times, before the popularity of psychiatry, used to be called a mother's boy. Now, in these days of unisex, that isn't necessarily a term of opprobrium, but in Hubby's case, because that's what everyone called him, it might be considered so. For Hubby was 34 going on 35. He lived alone with Bertie, for that's what everyone called his mother, with no romance in his life, and on the surface seemed to accept it.
It's very easy to criticize Mom. She's not a well woman. And then she had such a hard life after Father died so early and all. Sometimes I think, though, it might have been easier if I'd controlled the burglar alarm business my father left. But then he didn't leave it to me. It's really all the blows she suffered that made her the way she is. She can't help it.
Hubbard?
Yes, Mom?
What are you doing? Where are you?
Well, I've just finished cleaning up, Mom.
You get in here to my room. I need you.
Coming, Mom. You all right?
Of course, I'm not all right. You know I need help to get into bed.
Yes, Mom.
What were you doing, taking so long?
Well, I had to clear the table and straighten up the dining room and wash and dry the dishes and put them away. Then I had to put out the garbage and lock up.
You sure you weren't sneaking a look at TV?
Oh, no. There's nothing on tonight anyway. What did you want me for, Mom?
I'm a poor old woman. Crippled with arthritis, but no one cares. Not even my one and only son.
Oh, Mom, that's not true. I don't like to see you in pain.
Then why can't you remember my bedtime?
Well, I was busy. I guess I just didn't see what time it was.
Night after night. When you know I haven't the strength to get out of my chair and into bed.
I'll help you now, Mom.
Careful. Oh, there. Now, keep your arm still so I can lean on it to get to the bed.
Like that?
Well, near enough. It doesn't matter. I'm there now. Get my robe off.
Yes.
That's it. Oh, my poor old bones. And look at that. Where does the time go to? It's late.
It's just 10 o'clock.
It's 5 after. You know I should be asleep now for my health. So should you.
Mom, I'm not due to work till 8:30.
Yes, but by the time you make breakfast and bring up my tray, prepare my lunch and get everything ready for dinner, you need to be up by 6.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, tuck me in.
All right. There. How's that?
I don't know what I'd do without you. You won't ever leave me, will you, hubby?
Well...
Promise you'll be with me till I draw my last breath.
I promise.
With my boy close by my side, I'll live forever.
I hope you do, Mom. That wasn't the truth, I'm ashamed to say. Taking care of my mother is what you could say confining. I don't have much time to myself. But a guy's got to have some kind of private life, and the way mine is like this. Morning, Miss Bradley.
Hi there, Squirt.
Quint.
Oh, yeah. How come I always get that wrong?
I don't know. What's doing for today? Any mail for me?
Oh, matter of fact, yeah. Hey, 6 of them.
Thank you.
What is your fatal charm? Those letters have been smelling up the dispatcher's office ever since the mail come. They're loaded with perfume. Hey, what are you, some kind of Don John?
Oh, no. These are just pen pals. You know, girls I write to.
And why don't you have your mail sent to your house?
Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's right. I heard about your mother.
If you're kind of tied down the way I am, the only chance you get to meet some nice girls is to be a pen pal. I don't give my home address. I mean, Mom might happen on the letters, and I wouldn't want her to think anything about them. I don't want to give her a stroke or nothing. Only this time, boy, the one from Dolores was a rocker.
And so, my dear Hubbard, luck or some kind of God made me winner of the weekly sweepstake and gives me enough money to come winging home to you. I shall be able to meet you at last, face to face. I shall be staying at the YWCA. Call me there and tell me when or where I can at last spread my wings and bring you into their shelter. Your more than pen pal, Dolores. What are you so fidgety about, Hubbard?
Oh, nothing. It's kind of late.
Long past my bedtime. You can turn off my light. You better get off to sleep yourself.
Yes, Mom. Good night. Sweet dreams.
Oh, same to you.
Oh, Mom, if you only knew. Dolores?
Oh, my, you startled me. I thought you weren't coming.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. Well, I think I'm late. You are Dolores?
Oh, yes. And you're Hubbard. I'd have known you anywhere.
Me too.
Why don't we sit down?
Why not? Did you eat?
No, but it doesn't matter. Did you?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I'll sit and watch you.
You don't mind?
No, I want to.
All right. Maybe I will order.
I don't know if she was pretty. I only know that she was someone who gave me her whole attention. And she didn't ask for anything. I'd never, ever been treated by a woman like she did me. Of course, what other woman did I ever really know except Mom? But it felt good. We only had a week, but I made arrangements to sneak out and meet her every chance I could.
Oh, I've never been on a ferry before. We don't have time in the Midwest. It's wonderful.
I wish I could do more for you.
Oh, you've already done so much.
Are you enjoying your visit?
Oh, yes. I just wish it could be more than that.
So do I.
I never thought little Dolores Masterman would ever be dancing in the big city at the Princess Ballroom. Oh, it's so romantic.
Yeah, it sure is.
And the time goes so fast. A couple of days I'll have to go back home.
I don't want you to do that.
Hub, I have to. I'm out of money. Have to get back to my job at the flower store.
No, if you go all the way back there, I'll never see you again.
I know it. I don't want to.
If we were to get married, there'd still be Mom.
Well, I wouldn't mind taking care of her or helping.
Oh, you don't know Mom. I don't think she'd go for that.
But how do you know? She's never met me. Couldn't you give it a chance?
No, I don't think that's...
I didn't tell you yet. I brought her a present, a real nice plant, one of my favorites. I think hemoendoritis might help change her mind.
What? I don't get you.
Oh, Hub, you don't know about plants. They're what kept me alive all these lonely years. The way you can talk to them, the way they respond.
I still don't follow.
Don't you know plants are just like people? You can talk to them and they answer back in their own way. You can train them to feel what you want them to feel. It's a scientific fact, like research has shown.
And you think a plant is going to talk my Mom into believing you and me should get married?
Oh, I didn't mean that exactly, but isn't it worth the chance that me meeting her and giving her a nice plant could make it possible for us to be together always?
That would be Dolores now, Mom.
I never thought I'd see the day my son would desert me.
Oh, Mom.
Where did I go wrong to let this woman lead my son astray?
Mom, please. I've got to let Dolores in.
Such a nice after-dinner coffee. I hate to leave.
I think you'd better.
Well, no, what Mom means, it's her bedtime.
Oh, well, I wouldn't dream of overstaying my welcome. I hope you like the plant, Mrs. Quint.
Oh, I like the plant well enough.
Mom.
It's all right, Hub. Naturally, your mother is afraid I'm going to steal you away from her.
Yes, but you're not. I mean, we can all be together.
Of course, once things are worked out. Well, I'll say goodnight now, Mrs. Quint, and let you go to bed. Hub, take the plant up to your mother's room. It doesn't look like so much now, maybe, but wait till you see it in bloom.
Does it have to be watered?
No, it finds its own moisture. Goodbye, Mrs. Quint.
That's the word, Miss Masterman. Goodbye.
Okay, Mom. Anything else? Or shall I turn out the light? Huh?
You've turned out all the lights for me. Deserting me for a hussy like that.
Mom, she's a nice girl. And anyway, who said I'm deserting you?
You'd better not. You'll never get a penny from me.
I never asked that. I just wish you could have liked Dolores better. She brought you a plant.
That brownish, hairy, scraggly thing. Does it have to be right by my bed?
Dolores said, wait till you see it in bloom.
Oh, all right. Leave it. And say good night. I'm tired. You've upset me so much.
Oh, Mom, she's really a sweet girl. I wish you'd give Dolores a chance.
A chance? I never want to see her again.
Mom got a wish. She never did. The next morning, when I brought up her breakfast tray, the first thing I noticed was the plant in full bloom, heavy with blood-red blossoms. The next thing was Mom. Whiter than any ghost, with a dry, drained whiteness that made her seem to be made of powder, as if when you touched her, she would turn to that. I didn't even have to put down the tray to know she was dead.
Well, now, what do you think? A natural death? Or is there something strangely occult, strangely fortuitous in Bertie Quint's death? Certainly, she will be little lamented. She was a horrid woman, but still she was entitled to die in her own time. Or did some strange force hasten her death? I'll return shortly with Act 2. Bertie Quint has died, unexpectedly and fortunately for her son Hubbard Quint. Fate has suddenly extended to him a freedom that he has secretly longed for and never imagined would be his. Or so it seems. But the circumstances of Bertie's precipitous demise puzzle Dr. Ezekiel Harwich, who has known her for half a century.
What do you think caused it, Dr. Harwich?
I don't know, Hubbard. I'm sure her death came as much of a surprise to me as it must have to you.
Oh, it did.
You didn't have any sort of warning? I mean, last night, how was she?
Well, she was fine by the time she got into bed. She complained of being tired, that's all.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm sorry, son, but I'm afraid we're going to have an autopsy.
An autopsy? What for?
Hubbard, I can't sign a death certificate without entering the cause of death. And right now, I don't know what it was.
Well, wasn't it just a heart attack?
Oh, it most definitely wasn't that. Cardiac arrest, yes, but for no evident reason. I'll be able to tell you better after a post-mortem.
Then it had better be done.
All right, fine. Yeah, that's a handsome plant with red blossoms. I don't think I've ever seen anything more lush and luxuriant. What's it called?
I forget. You'd have to ask Dolores that.
Dolores?
She gave it to Mom as sort of a peace offering.
Oh, Dolores is the young lady you're thinking of marrying, huh?
Well, I did, but now, I don't know.
Is she the one I saw on the way in, downstairs?
Yes.
Well, if she's the girl you want, there's nothing to stop you now, is there?
I went downstairs with the doctor and saw him off. For the first time, I was free to do what I wanted. I could get married. Except, how could I right away with Mom still fresh in her grave? How could I dare ask Dolores, who by this miracle of fate could now be mine?
No, don't move, Hub. Just lie back and let me massage your temples. You poor boy.
Oh, I'm not poor anymore. I have you, Dolores.
Well, not for very long, I'm afraid.
Why?
Oh, Hub, I'm running out of money. I've got to get back to work.
You're not going to run away from me.
I have to make a living.
No, you don't. I'll support you.
I couldn't take money from you.
Well, sure you could. Now that I own the firm and all, I'll be rich.
Yes, but I couldn't be a kept woman.
Oh, no, it wouldn't be like that. I mean, only till we could get married.
Married? Oh, Hub, when?
Well, with Mom just passed away, a year maybe. 6 months.
You might be tired of me by then.
Oh, no, I wouldn't ever be tired of you. Would you be my wife?
Oh, Hub, if you asked me, yes.
Could you wait a couple of weeks? I mean, just till I can bury Mom properly. I was in a daze from the moment Dolores said she'd marry me. A kind of golden haze. So much so, I found it hard to understand what Dr. Harwich was trying to tell me the following morning about the autopsy.
I never saw anything like it in all my years as a physician. Every red cell in the blood had disappeared, and the remaining white cells seemed to have literally dried up the fluid. Some kind of incredibly pernicious anemia, I don't know what. None of us do.
You mean it was some kind of a disease or something?
Some kind, yes. But nothing, so far as I know, that medical science has diagnosed. But I've taken specimens of all the internal organs, arteries, veins, and what remained of the blood fluid, and we'll keep at it and hope to come up with an answer.
Is it all right to bury Mom now?
Oh, of course, my boy. The death certificate has been issued, and I'm sorry to bother you with these medical details in the midst of your grief.
Oh, no, that wasn't exactly why I asked. I just wanted to make sure because I'm going to be married.
Married? Oh, yes, of course, to that girl, the one who gave your mother that beautiful plant.
Yes, Dolores.
Well, when are you going to be married?
In 2 weeks. Oh, do you think people will think that's too soon? On our wedding night, we came back to the house. Since Mom's room was the only decently sized bedroom, it had been decided we would take it for our own. I felt very strange. Not only as a new bridegroom, but being in Mom's own private quarters and looking at the plant while I waited for Dolores to come out of the bathroom, I found that suddenly, on the happiest night in my life, I was afraid.
Hub, what are you looking so hangdog about?
What? Oh, I was just looking at the plant. What happened to it? All the blossoms fell off.
Oh, he's just feeling a bit neglected. We'll have to give him a good feeding and some attention. Won't we, Mama's little darling? Just give you a little love to perk you up and something good to get your little old juices flowing again. Oh, look at him, Hubbard. Can't you just see how he's sprucing up?
Dolores, it's, do we have to have what did you call him?
Well, his technical name is Hemoendorantis, but I just call him Casanova for short.
Casanova?
Mm-hmm.
But that isn't any shorter.
No, but it fits him. The world's greatest lover. Aren't you, baby mine?
You mean it's in love with you?
Well, sure he is. I taught him. I've had him ever since he was a cutting. Didn't I tell you you could talk to plants and teach them almost anything?
Oh, you can. Dolores, please, it's our wedding night. Can't we take the plant out of here?
Oh, of course, dear. It wouldn't do at all to have him here all night. Now, where shall we put him?
Let me take him down to the solarium.
Oh, yes, that would be just right. But be careful of him.
I will.
I'd never forgive you if anything happened to him.
Okay. I'll treat him with kid gloves. The only gloves I wanted to use on Jimmy, or whatever his Latin name was, were 8-ounce ones, for my bare fists. Some heck of a note that I'd finally get to my wedding night and find myself jealous of a plant. Looking back, it's hard to remember when Dolores changed. A little bit right away after we were married, and then more after she got things all straight about the business.
I thought your mother was going to leave everything to you, like she said in her letters.
Well, she did.
Not the way I heard the lawyer we just left tell it.
Well, what do you mean?
Mr. Riddle said the business was left to you with the provision that Mr. Bell continued to run it till his retirement or death.
Well, that's right. He's always managed it ever since my father died.
Your father left the burglar alarm company to your mother?
Yes.
And she hired Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Well, didn't you know enough to run it?
Well, yes.
Well, then why didn't she put you in charge?
Well, Mr. Bell had seniority, and he... I guess that's the way Mom wanted it.
Mm-hmm. To keep you under her thumb. Well, your Mama's dead now, and we're going to change a few things.
What? Change what?
As of now, Mr. Bell is out. Why should we share any profits with him?
But he can't be out. It says in Mom's will that
if we can't push him out, we'll find some other way to get rid of him. Some more coffee, Mr. Bell?
It was a good dinner, but it's time for me to be getting along.
Oh, you live all alone, I understand.
Just an old bachelor.
Oh, well, then I'll have to give you a present to keep you company. Darling, would you fetch Casanova?
The plant?
Yes, dear. And please don't keep Mr. Bell waiting.
Well, what's going on here?
Oh, just a little present for you. A very special plant called Hemoendorantis.
That's a mouthful for you.
Yes, isn't it?
But, I don't need a plant.
Oh, you need this one. Believe me, Mr. Bell, do you know a plant like this you can talk to, and he'll give you an affection you can't believe.
Yeah?
Just put him by your bedside for tonight. And you'll know what I mean by morning.
Here's your boyfriend.
Oh, that plant don't look like much.
Well, you just keep him close to you, and he'll surprise you. Won't you, baby mine? Aren't you going to take care of Mr. Bell?
Well, I don't think I really...
Please don't refuse me. Take him home. You'll be surprised the difference he'll make in your life.
I Didn't quite know what she meant by that. And I had this shivery feeling that I didn't want to know. There was something going on underneath, hidden, inhuman. And I realized it had to do with Dolores and a spell she had thrown over me. So I wasn't surprised at all when I called in the following day at lunch to the dispatcher, Miss Bradley.
Quint burglar alarms.
It's Hub Quint, Miss Bradley. I finished up the Claridge job. You got any assignments?
Oh, am I glad you called in. We've been looking for you.
What? How come?
It's Mr. Bell. We need you back here right away
Why?
to take over the office. Mr. Bell is dead.
What?
He didn't come in this morning, didn't answer his phone. So I went over to his house. I found him still in his bed. Dead.
Well, how?
Well, that's what no one seems to know. Police, doctors, no one.
Tell me something, Miss Bradley. Did he have a plant near his bed?
A plant? Oh, yeah. A big, gorgeous one with bright red flowers and long trailing stuff.
I was afraid of that. Listen, is his house open?
No. After everyone left, I closed up and took the key.
You have it with you now?
Yeah.
Then meet me there right away. I want to see just what happened for myself. I hung up, sick to my stomach. All morning I'd refused to believe it, ever since I'd gone to the library and had the librarian translate what hemoenteritis meant. Blood-eating, blood-sucking, a vampire. That's what the plant was. And if Mr. Bell's death showed the same symptoms as Mom's, where was I? What could I prove? Who was going to believe me? And worst of all, what was the woman I married?
I promised you in the beginning it might get rather horrendous. Can we really suppose that a plant has actually sucked the lifeblood from two people to preserve its own existence? Or that a woman has really used this obscene way to achieve her own selfish desires? For all answers, I refer you to the third act, which will follow shortly. Drosophilum lusitanicum. I mention that tongue twister not to display my erudition, but because I looked it up in the dictionary. It's the Latin name for a cannibal plant that snares and eats flies. And there are sea anemones that devour small fish. What started me on this train of thought was Hubbard Quint's conviction that hemoenteritis, his wife's tame plant, had been responsible for 2 deaths. Was it possible that the English name for it, blood eater, was literally a true one?
My head was splitting. I felt I must be going out of my mind. But once the thought was planted there, I shuddered at the mention of the word plant. I knew it had to be disproved or my life was over. I had to see Mr. Bell for myself before I took any further steps.
There you are, Mr. Quint. I've been waiting for you.
You didn't have to wait outside, Miss Bradley.
I didn't feel like waiting inside with that corpse and all.
Yes, I understand. Do you have the key?
Yeah, right here. You want to go in first?
No, after you. Where is he?
In the bedroom. That last door to the right. Should I come with you?
Whatever you want.
That's him. In the bed.
I didn't expect anyone else.
Oh, I've seen some dead people in my time. Family, friends, you know. But I never seen a deceased so white and dry-like. I mean, it's like you could blow on him and he'd just disappear like powder.
She was right. He was chalk white. And somehow shrunken. Against the brilliance of the red blossoms on the plant beside the bed, he seemed even more terribly dead than he was. If there is any way of being more than dead. What was it? Then I knew. He looked already embalmed, with all the blood drawn from his veins. Who was the doctor who saw him?
I didn't know anyone else to call, so I called your doctor.
Ezekiel Harwich?
Yeah. Did I do something wrong?
No, Miss Bradley. You did exactly right. Come on, I'll drop you at the office and go visit the doctor. But first...
What are you doing?
I'm taking this plant with me. It belongs to my wife. I'd just like to make sure if she wants it back.
Well, I don't see anything particularly unusual about the plant, Hubbard. I mean, it doesn't appear to be poisonous in itself, but then I'm not a botanist.
But, Dr. Harwich, you don't think it had anything to do with Mom's and Mr. Bell's death?
Indirectly, perhaps.
Well, how?
How much do you know about your wife's background, Hubbard? Could she perhaps have lived in the tropics or South America?
No, I don't think so. She never said. Why?
Because I have some of the same ideas as you have. Oh, I haven't had the autopsy report yet, but I'm almost totally convinced that Mr. Bell died of the same thing your mother did. The symptoms are too special and startling.
What are you trying to say, Doctor?
And I'm simply saying that I'd like your wife to come into my office for an examination. Whether or not she has spent any time in the tropical zones or any alien area, she may be carrying some infectious disorder as a host without knowing of it or having it affect her.
What, Dolores?
Oh, yes. So please urge her to come to me or at least go through a series of tests at the hospital.
What about the plant?
It's not a tropical one, and I doubt that the vegetable world can invade the human one quite yet. Still, if I were you, I'd burn the thing. If only to get the connection off your mind.
Hub? That you?
Yes.
Oh, what are you doing home so soon?
Mr. Bell. He's dead.
Oh, no. An accident?
I wonder. Not exactly. He died in his bed. In his sleep.
Heart?
No.
What are you lugging? What? It's my plant. Where did you get it?
Right beside Mr. Bell's bed. The one he died in.
Oh, dear. I hope the poor man had a chance to enjoy him. Oh, look, he's blooming again.
Yes. Just like after Mom died. What makes this plant bloom, Dolores?
Oh, the same as any other. Care, proper feeding, enough sun, water.
Water. Is that the only liquid?
What others are there for a plant?
Blood.
Blood?
What would happen if I broke one of the stems here? What would it bleed, white or red?
Well, why don't you try for yourself and see?
All right, I will. Nothing. Already it's beginning to dry up and the flowers starting to wither. What kind of a plant is this, Dolores?
It's just a wildflower I found in the woods. Brought it home and cultivated.
What woods? Where? Mom and Mr. Bell, they both died the same way. And this plant is right by their bedsides.
What are you saying?
I don't know, Dolores. I'm so mixed up. There was something wrong about the way Mom and Mr. Bell died. And you gave this plant to both of them.
Are you suggesting I had anything to do with their deaths?
I'm only trying to face facts.
Oh, Hub, darling. Let's not talk anymore now. We are both upset and you're desperately tired. Let's just have dinner and a good sleep, and tomorrow maybe we can face things more sensibly.
I stuck the darn plant on the mantel and found I was shivering.
I lit the fire, which was already made, and went to stretch on my big armchair, and before I knew it, I was asleep. It was late when Dolores awoke me, and we had an almost silent dinner. After we cleaned up and were on our way to bed, we passed through the living room. I saw the plant. The blossoms were gone, dried up, as if they'd never been.
What is it, Hub?
Look at it. It's gorged itself, and now it's looking around for another victim.
What?
The plant.
Oh, Hub, will you forget about that silly thing and go to bed? I'm going back to the kitchen to get us a nice hot toddy to put us both to sleep.
To put us both to sleep. Or just me, maybe. And the plant is looking for its next victim. Me? Why not? It would complete the cycle and leave my wife with everything. First Mom, then Mr. Bell, then me. No, I wouldn't take a chance on that. There was one way to stop it. By the time Dolores came back with the hot drinks, Hemoedorentis was almost reduced to ashes.
Here are the drinks, Hub. My, what makes the fire so bright?
Your friend, Casanova. I burned him up.
No! My favorite! I can't replace him!
I watched her concerned for this piece of vegetable matter, and suddenly all my suspicions were confirmed. I glanced at the drinks, and even doubted them. As Dolores bent over the fire, I quickly switched their positions on the tray and was drinking what appeared to be mine when Dolores turned on me furiously.
Why did you burn my favorite plant?
I don't think I have to answer that.
You with your silly superstitions and the terrible things you accuse me of. I won't have you in my bed. You can sleep in your own room. And I promise you this is the last night we spend together in this house.
I let her storm away to bed. Then I went upstairs to my old room. I wasn't sleepy, only emotionally drained and exhausted as I lay there in a semi-coma. I don't know how much time had passed before I heard my door open stealthily. In some reflected glow from the moon, or perhaps a streetlight, I could see Dolores' figure outlined as she came towards me. She swayed as she walked, as if fighting sleep. As I'm sure she was, since she'd had my drink instead of her own. I lay still and kept breathing evenly as she looked down at me.
Poor fool. I had to use you. You were my only chance. But there isn't any room for conscience now. Once I can have it all. You burned up the parent hub, but the children I saved. And a child learns very fast and has a huge hunger. Oh, there you are, my darling. My hungry darling. Eat and drink and suck his life away. We have no use for him anymore.
With those half-breathed words and a yawn, she was gone. But still I lay, not moving, waiting. And the horror began. First, it was the lightest touch across my cheek. Then on my bare shoulder, and the feeling of suction in each wave of movement. For a moment I was paralyzed by the insidiousness of those gentle touches. And then suddenly I sat up in terror, switching on the light. From the flower pot beside the bed, a small cutting from that original plant was throwing forth these ghostly tendrils. crawling across me avidly, binding me, sending a shudder to the depths of my soul. With a mad, convulsive movement, I leapt to my feet and began to tear them from me, even as I felt my blood begin to grow cold and drain. With the pot in my hand, I came into my mother's room, where Dolores lay asleep, drugged by the drink she had meant for me. I had no compunction as I placed the plant beside her and watched the tendrils reach for her body. Then I left and went to the cellar. I gathered all the old papers, soaking them with gasoline from the lawnmower can. There was no point in searching the house. She could have hidden cuttings of that dreadful plant anywhere, but at least they had to be in the house. I laid a kerosene trail toward the papers and the gas can. I lit it and went upstairs. I wished I had something to live for, but I haven't. I only had loved one woman, but she didn't love me. I would have said a prayer for both Dolores and myself, but I didn't have time.
I can hear some of you saying, I just don't believe it. I've never known of a man-eating plant. Well, quite so. But then I've never been lost in the Bermuda Triangle, or seen a UFO for sure, or experienced teletransportation or reincarnation. I'll be back shortly. The Quint home burned to the ground. Nothing was left but powdered ash. With it perished Hubbard and Dolores and whatever flora or plants she'd been growing, including the protagonist in our story. There was literally nothing left of any of them, which moves me to close this chapter with just one more Latin tag. De mortuis ne nisi bonum. Let us speak only good of the dead. Our cast included Robert Dryden, Joan Shea, Terry Keane, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
The 7 Republican presidential hopefuls debate and find they agree on most things, including distaste for Carter policies. I'm David Jackson reporting on the CBS Radio Network. The debate was held in Manchester, New Hampshire, Wednesday night, 1 week before the New Hampshire primaries. Ronald Reagan attended. Earlier this year, he stayed away from the Iowa debate, saying he did not want to destroy Republican unity. Wednesday night, the candidates were unified on most major issues and criticized the Carter administration on defense policies, among others. George Bush says the White House is sending the Kremlin mixed messages.
I believe that the Soviet Union at this time doesn't want war. I think they're confused by our president. I think they saw him fulfilling a campaign pledge about too many generals, too much defense, coming in, cutting way back on the forward budget, and then waking up 3 years into his presidency and saying, hey, we can't trust the Soviet Union.
Howard Baker steered a similar course, but on a different tack.
I don't think the Russians are confused. I think they have the idea that they've had since World War II, and that is that Uncle Sam's a patsy. And I think that the recent actions by President Carter in cutting the B-1 bomber and delaying the development of the MX missile by reducing by 50% the size of the commitment to a modern American Navy, that they have the impression that we're flirting with some sort of unilateral disarmament.
Chicago's firemen are heading back to work. We'll have that story in a minute. A Chicago judge late Wednesday night sighed and said finally cool heads have prevailed. He's been trying to mediate the week-old firefighter strike there, and he announced a deal that will have the strikers back at work Thursday morning. The firefighters agreed to go back when the city agreed to a plan that grants amnesty to strikers and orders round-the-clock bargaining with a 24-hour deadline for settlement. Sodden Southern Californians are getting it again. David Dow reports from Los Angeles.
Another storm has swept into Southern California, and again, more flash flooding is expected. Despite a lull in the rainfall through much of the day, hillsides and canyons are so saturated, officials fear there could be more mudslides as a result of this latest rain. It has already closed down the Pacific Coast Highway, a main commuter route for beach residents, and police have evacuated more residents of Monterey Park, a suburban Los Angeles community which has received nearly 16 inches of rain in the last week. More than 70 homes in that city have been damaged or destroyed since Friday. The total for Southern California is now over 800 homes. Money estimates of the area's damage range as high as $250 million. This latest storm is expected to pass sometime in the morning, but still another is forecast for later in the day. David Dow, CBS News, Los Angeles.
There are weather troubles in Idaho, too. Waters rising behind an earthen dam near Malad City prompted officials to order evacuation of homes below the dam. They're saying it may give way. And in central Arizona, hundreds of families had to flee homes to escape water from flooding rivers there. Iran's Ayatollah Khomeini has issued a message of support for the militants holding the hostages at the U.S. Embassy in Tehran. He broadcast an appeal telling Iranians to stand firm in demands the Shah be returned for trial. He did not specifically link that demand to release of the hostages. Now this.
Tonight on the CBS Late Movie.
Mary Hartman! Mary Hartman!
Louise Lasser stars as Mary Hartman. Whether it's watching a dinner guest drown in a bowl of soup or fixing a button on the raincoat of the Fernwood Flasher, Mary is there helping the rest of us feel healthy by comparison. In a world gone mad, there's nobody quite like Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman, followed by a second great feature tonight on the CBS Late Movie on CBS Television.
That recession economists have been predicting is not here yet. The government's revised figures for fourth quarter 1979 gross national product show the economy growing at an annual rate of 2.1% during the period, up from an earlier report of 1.4%. A White House economist now says it's unlikely a recession will begin the first quarter of this year. The slumps in the auto and housing industries, he says, do not appear to be spreading to other sectors. David Jackson, CBS News.